my YouTube, but oh wait, does it say go live now? I think I'm live now. I had to hit go live on my thing. Is that for real? Are we live now? Let me triple check one more time. All right, it's showing me an ad, so I think we're live. Man, that my bad. Sweet. What's up, everybody? Man, I plead a fifth, man. I honestly, man, I don't know. Hands up in the air, my bad, but I honestly have no idea what just happened. But thank you guys for still sticking around. Oh my God, we had like 12 or 13 people just chilling there listening to nothing. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Sweet. What's up, everybody? That's, oh my God. Okay. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. So, guys, we are here with Chrissy and Chronic. You know, we've been here, but here we are. And yeah, we were talking. So what we were talking about was some Kongs. We checked out Angry Kongs. I showed my screen. Maybe we can go back to the Angry Kongs because somebody asked about Angry Kongs. What was it? angrykongs.io. But what's up, Chronic and Chrissy? How you guys doing today?
Really good. Kids are asleep. We're hanging. We're chilling. We're ready to talk.
Yeah, thank y'all for having us on, man. This is great. We love talking Cardano NFTs with friends, man. Yes. You know, like-minded individuals, and we're gonna have a lot of fun talking about so many projects, and we're gonna learn a lot ourselves. So Can't wait.
100%. And we got to skip over the fact that I didn't know that I had to be verified, so nobody knows that now, you know. We were talking about with Clay Nation that you got to be verified over on their website or over on their Discord. So I'm gonna do that while somebody else is talking for a minute. But yeah, if you guys own a Clay, make sure to go over to the Clay Discord and verify your wallet.
Yeah, click on get verified, right? Is that what it said?
Yeah, get verified.
Get verified, yes.
Yeah. And it'll ask you to verify with a bot. And then after that, you send an internal transfer, just like anything else. And then the bot searches for that transfer, and then you get verified a couple of minutes later. So I just bought a floor good Charlotte. It was at like $950. So the floor right now is $950. If you do not have a Clay and you can afford something like that, then go for it. You know, I know it's a high entry point, but I think like in the end it'll be worth it. But again, sometimes people can't afford that sort of liquidity. So sorry, I apologize, but yeah. I think it's a good thing. Good time to get in. I guess they're doing a snapshot here pretty soon to verify your holdings, and then after that, yeah, you should be able to mint. What is it? I'll have access to the underworld, right? And then the public sale goes live for what's called the baked nation, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, so the Bake Nation is going to be 12,600 assets, and there's 1,000 available for the OG clays, and then there's 500 available for the GC clays, and it's going to be a random raffle type. So good luck to everybody. I was wondering too, how does anybody know like what minting service they're going to use, how they're going to do their minting, because man, like that's going to be some crazy volume.
I don't know who does the mint for them. I don't know if it's BuffyBot or I would imagine BuffyBot, right? Because they're kind of intertwined with each other, I would say. So Clay and BuffyBot kind of go together hand in hand. Last time I checked, you know.
Right. Yeah,
that's what I would assume.
Yeah, but you ain't lying, dude. The ADA volume is gonna be ridiculous. Whatever wallet or whatever it better be off chain because it's going to clog up something, right? Because everyone wants a piece of that big nation. Because if you get like a pitch, then you get a randomized like Snoop NFT, a non one of one. So imagine like what that's going to look like in the value, and it's just a whole new entry point. And it might not be as OG, but it's all looking like look at GC's Good Charlotte's. You're getting the same perks, right? So you might get a little less coin. I can't wait, dude. I hope my Daedalus is gonna be rolling and ready, right? So
we're ready.
So like with my Good Charlotte, I've never like I feel like it's a second class citizen, but I've never felt better being a second class citizen, baby. So they look at I think Clay Nation is considered like the top of the top, right? That's top tier. Like, so I think everybody wants to get there, right? And I can't really equate it to another project at all because I don't think another project has that to where it's like building has two basic sets. And so you think like hierarchy wise, okay, so there's the Good Charlotte or whatever. And then maybe on the same level, the Snoop and Clays, but everybody wants to get like a Clay Nation. I think that's the end goal is to get like a Clay Nation. That's just my thoughts. What do you guys think?
Absolutely, brother. And that's what I was hoping. Nick, I showed you. I always call you Nick. Atlanick. Would you mind putting my Clay Nation that I got Ada eyes with a pipe with a rainbow shirt?
And let me grab that.
Yeah, and like that's the one I traded for a D5 land for the Boss Planet. So they had the floor was it was like 32.49. That one was for. And then they had like a 6,500 and a 25K. So I always there you go. That's me. That's my entry. Pretty sick. And I've heard that when you put on a 3D model, which I have not yet, like I heard the rainbow shirt, it looks ridiculous. So
we need to go see.
Yeah, there's a way you could do it. I don't know if you guys have done it yet and
it's
checked
on their
out.
Website. Yeah.
Especially your OG, brother. I haven't done it yet, man.
I actually haven't done it either. Why don't we could do it live right here if you want to do it. All right.
Yes.
All right.
What better way, bro? Like and to be the guinea pigs. I'll throw you my number and I love to see y'all's. I know that was one of the perks of having an OG Clay, right? You were gonna get your 3D avatar first. Right. As far as the underground, the Good Charlotte, dude, there's only 9,437 Good Charlotte. So the supply is actually better than, the OGs. We'll see what allocation of the tokens, right? See how much the OG gets relation to the Good Charlottes. But you got to figure, man, they're pretty all equal, and it's going to be something exclusive to Good Charlotte as well. So we had to have an OG to be above ground, right? So I'm pumped, man. I really am to get in this good family, bro. Because we had CNFT Con, can't wait.
Yeah, so originally my first ever Clay was a laser eye, and unfortunately I had to part ways with him because of liquidity or whatever, and so people had to get paid. So naturally I sold my laser eyes. Everybody has, like you said, hindsight's 2020, and so if there's one thing that I can say, like, that I've learned in the space is sometimes if you believe in something like with conviction. So like right now I have space buds, right? It's very attractive for me to sell a space bud right now because I know that it will sell, right? And I would get that instant liquidity, and then I could pay for the things that I have to pay for and move forward. But like right now, if there's one thing that I've learned, it's like sometimes with things that you have conviction in, you have to hold until it hurts. And then at the end of the day, like, you'll make it through, so you'll be stronger. And then on top of that, it's like, just hold. Like, that's the moral of the story. Just hold. Sorry.
Yeah, we are. I mean, dude, I forget it all the time. I think when people are in the space every single day, looking at their projects go up in value, down in value, everybody talks about how, like 1 month is a year in crypto, and it does feel like that when you're hyper focused with it. I think a lot of the media portrays like, oh, this NFT is worth 330,000 and they were going for 200 when they started, and people are like, what? I can quit my job, what? But people don't talk about the fact that they waited like a year for that value to come. These NFTs came out last year, and now a company bought a bunch, and now people are selling for 330,000. That wasn't, they didn't just buy it yesterday.
I mean, patience is everything, right? I mean, dude, you got to have patience and conviction in the things you believe in, and some exposure to everything. That's why, right now you can get instant liquidity for Space Bud, but I mean, a year from now it's going to be, 10, 15 times this price or more, right? And it's like, but you got to do what you got to do. And hopefully if you do sell something, you invested in something else that has the same multiplier, right? That's the key.
Right.
Yeah, I just want to say too, I can't show my clay because it's inside of my Daedalus wallet. So you actually have to connect using your wallet. But if you guys want to connect yours and then send me like a snapshot or something, I could pull that up. But what do you guys think about Equine on the 9th, man? They're going to have their AMA. You saw the floor jumping today, yeah?
Dude, I'm looking
at it
I
can't
now.
wait. We have so many questions we can ask. How we want to go deep with that. So, and you can. The strategy is unreal. So I can't wait to hear if they're going to give any new alpha out.
I mean, floor is like 400 right now. Like it's 395, 398, like 3 till 400. So if you're gonna get a Philly, my brother, probably want to jump. I mean, it's not gonna. You'll pay 330 to 430 unless they're never going back down, right? It keeps the lowest it's ever been was 170 for a Pioneer horse, right? And you got a package. Your skin is worthless, right? In the real game, unless you have like a amazing skin, right? Like if you want a skateboarder, no one's gonna ride a horse to skateboarder. And again, they're gonna have a button to click that if you want to see yourself like running as a dragon, you'll do that. But anybody else that is actually racing is gonna see thoroughbreds racing. That's why Chrissy and I went after the rarest colors, right? Because you're gonna want a smoky cream that has a 186, stat line rather than like some dragon flying. Well, you know what I mean?
Tell people how many little horses you guys have. How many pioneers?
Yeah, we have
33.
33 Pioneer horses, and it was strategic. They have one wallet, man, with 125, and they minted them all. But you got to remember, they read the white paper, so 125 times 15. That is just one round if they never mate again. So they can just like breed every horse, and it literally got like 125 times 15, dude. They can have 2,600 horses, bro, and that's not even, and they can race. It's endless. Okay, so like with us, man, like with you, if you have two horses, your two horses at the end of its life cycle, which is 15 full months, which is a month is 1 year in horse racing, you can have 17 horses, 15 offspring, right? They're not called Pioneer horses, and you'll still have your two Pioneer horses. Now, your two Pioneer horses, when they die at 18 months, they turn into a ghost, and for 20 ADA, you will re-roll and then get a whole random mint. So like Nick had a 104 and a 105. Like he could get a 176 and a 146 next time.
And a rarer color. Or maybe a less rare color. So it completely changes. So you just get a brand new.
Yeah, then he uses his knowledge on what he did the first go around with the Pioneer horses. Like, all right, now this one I'm gonna race, right? Or I'm gonna, be more strategic. But then again, so out of two horses, you can have 17. So we have 33. We can have 553 horses if we don't want to sell one. But as we told Atlanick and many others, that's going to be our income, our passive income. And we have rare, like look at the floor, 400, right? Imagine when the game starts, it's going to be 1,000, 1,200. There's not going to be any Pioneer horses for sale because why would you sell your Pioneer horse? You're giving up a horse in perpetuity forever.
You just sell the babies.
You sell the babies.
That die after a year, after 18 months.
You sell the baby, so then they need to come back to you again in 18 months, buds. 15 months. These same guys, Chronic sent me he sold me an awesome horse, right? Or Atlanick has the best stable, right? His stables churn out the most thoroughbreds, right? That's what it is because you're going to be able to prove yourself, right? So then if you have an amazing racer, right, they're gonna die as a ghost and come back as a statue, and you're gonna be able to hang it on your wall, like a trophy, like a trophy in your wallet. So, but then again, man, it's just about pairing up their acceleration, speed, agility, right? They all go up to 45, right? So you pair a 45 with a 14, your 14 is going to go up, right? It's simple. It's going to become a 22. So then you do the 45 to 22, it's going to 30. It may not be, but odds are, right? It's a better chance. So, you know, it's a lot of game theory. And again, as we spoke before, like if you do race a 141, you won't be racing a 186. You'll be racing a 141 through a 149.
Yep.
So it's and you might be paying 10 ADA a race, my dude. So if you're degenerate, bro, you can lose 100 ADA and not win anything, right? So yeah. And then again, there's only 14,165 of them pioneer horses, right? So there's not equal male and female, and not equal breeding and racing. So it's a lot of strategic. Then not everyone's going to sell, because I want to be able to guinea pig race the ones that I don't, you know what I mean? Like, because once you breed, you can't race, and once you race, you can't breed. Or you can breed later on, right? But as you're racing, you need to put in 4, 5, 6 months of not getting that passive income.
You can't do both at the same time.
Right, you can't do both.
And once you breed, you can't go back to racing.
Yes.
So my question to you guys is, are you looking for a stable to join? Because I may just have a stable that y'all can join, you know what I'm saying? I have my boy Cardano Keith set it up, you know what I'm saying? We got a few guys in the Discord with some rare horses, you know what I'm saying? So come by, join the Discord, man. Join the Equine stable we got going on.
That's cool.
We love it.
Yeah.
We've been doing that since like December 18th. I got Cash and like 6 other ones. Like everyone has like 30, 40 horses, like kind of like a little horse syndicate. You know what I mean? To where we can, because like I need that other smoky cream or another rare color, right? So trying to hook up.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to work together regardless, because you can only breed into your stable so much. You're gonna have to go out and work outside of it. So all of our stables are gonna have to connect for sure.
Right. Well, like Cleanup might have his 154. That's my highest stat, bro. So like you got a good ass horse, and I showed Nick the picture, and you can share it. 154 gets like 800, 1,000 ADA right now, and he could share it on the screen. And this was as of a few months ago, so it might even be better, right? So like if I need if you have white 154, my white filly or colt is only a 132. I might say, yo, let me throw you 25 ADA, and let me mate with your horse, right, and get some better genes in me, right? So you see your 154 right there is like what? It's $999 or $800 is the floor, $999. So that's not counting the rare colors. So I mean, and this was a couple months back. So it's so much
mine's
upside.
just a mahogany bay.
Yeah, and which is fine, brother. It's just more common of a color. Yay. Perfect. Chrissy is verified in Clays.
Hey, I just got verified too.
Dude, that would have been detrimental, right, dude? It would have been worse than the live stream not getting recorded.
Bro, I would have been so upset. You have no idea, dude. I already messed up Boss Cat Rocket Club by accidentally forgetting to verify there. Like, I need like a manager just to like smack me in the face every day and be like, did you look at every single Discord that you own? And I'll be like, yes. And he'll slap me again and be like, are you sure? And I'll be like, yes, sir. Yes. I need somebody like that.
We do too.
Thousands and
we did too. We missed Project 2090. I did. I mean, multiple things that I'm like
the chips.
Because I forgot to verify.
She missed a couple, but like the Boss Cats really hurt because then you missed the Vox drops, you missed your rocket parts. I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars, and
we're not going to talk about it. You know, we can move on.
We're not going to talk about that. Let's but man, that's what's up. So but it is good to have wonderful projects to trade or trade with buddies. Like diversify. Like Cleanup, if you got some extra space buds, my dude, like we got some good NFTs if you want to trade. I'm trying to be my own DAO, bro. That's always what you need to do, right? Like diversify, get into every good project. The only ones we don't have, in my opinion, that we do need is dead pixels and space buds. the rest we are. We're all in hard, like the Ape Society. We're in hard in the cats. We're hard in the, in the Kongs and many metaverses, Moon, freaking Pavia, in every freaking, almost everyone. I like to have I need to learn from you, my homies, on how to sell, because I don't sell well. And that's the skill. Seriously. Knowing when to buy is a skill as well, an entry point, but knowing when to sell is the real skill, because you can sell the high and then jump back in the bottom and buy double and triple. And it's really easy if you're all in the stock market game. What it is, it's easier said than done. Let's play it that way. But it's about that patience, right? And you gotta buy the hype, sell the hype, or y'all know what I'm saying, the damn room in the hype one,
I want to ask you, have you traded stocks before, crypto, anything like that? Okay.
Yeah.
So you've definitely gone through like holding too long, selling too early, all the stuff you'll definitely go through. So, man, I'm just gonna say, like, where I'm from, or like from my experience, it's like I've lost a lot more than I've made in stocks, or rather in options and in just options. But because everything else has been a long-term hold, the longer I hold, the more money I'm making. So. But I'm gonna say, man, like, you're in a prime position with Equine, you're in a prime position with Apes. I mean, personally, I told everybody if I owned Ape Society, I would have sold at like 720. And I mean, obviously now that was a horrible decision. Don't listen to me. But like, you're in a great position. I mean, dude, you own a bunch. Sell one or two, like just one or two. It's not a big deal. It secures the bag for you. You've made all your money and you're still holding a bunch. Ain't nothing wrong with securing the bag, man.
I feel that.
So,
absolutely.
So hold on. How many Ape Societies do you have?
We have,
if you don't mind me asking.
We got a dozen.
Okay.
12.
Listen, you have 12.
A king and a zombie, a full zombie and a king as well. So like a crown. She's the crown. So yeah, it's a big one. Yeah, we got some good ones.
We got some Ventucci's, or what are we talking?
Well, yeah, we got, but she actually has a king, like one of 35, and like, yeah. So we don't have a Ventucci.
We don't have the top two tiers.
Yeah, we have a Cortez, we have a Baldwin, the zombie Baldwin. So that's the military advisor.
Oh,
our
nice.
Explorer.
Nice.
Yeah, Explorer is the Cortez, right?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't get the Ventucci's. We have an artist, which is, I think, Amato, might be whatever, but we have an artist. We got every tier other than the top two, bro, because by the time they got there, it was 10, 20,000, and there was
and we put the money into the king instead of buying the top floor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we put the money into the king. We paid $7,500 for the king, and then $49.99 for the zombie. I mean, the floors are like, 5 to 10, 20x, but like, and they would sell. Like, they can get liquid, honestly. Some things it doesn't work and they can't get liquid, but it was one of them investments, and now every day it's just definitely no, she's King Ford. She's Queen Ford Edwards. That's who she is. She's Queen Edwards of the Edwards family. She's a craftsman king, right?
Yes. Queen of the craftsmen. They're going to be working their butts off.
Yeah.
King Ventucci's awesome though. We talk to him all the time, and he does awesome work on he's been making 3D Kongs and like videos of them in the Discord. He's just really fun with that. So I bet everybody watching who's an ape may know what I'm talking about, but shout out King Ventucci.
So what you were getting to, brother, you were saying, like, you were trying to get to me, like, why don't I sell a couple?
Yeah, I mean, go on. Sorry.
For both of you, I mean, I clean up with saying something too,
So I'm saying, I think everybody, like, in Ape Society is great. Like, the way they look is cool. Like, I like them. They're pretty cute. The zombies and the aliens really caught my eye, like, pretty hardcore. I was just saying, like, I feel like, and this is just me, I don't know what it is, and I totally get it. I feel like everybody should hold at least one space bud. You know what I'm saying? And like, my thing is, like, let's say you got rid of 3. Like, it would probably take 3 Ape Societies, depending on the rarity, like whatever your base, floor, bottom piece is, like, you know what I mean? But the point is like, if you can get 6K, right, in ADA, you'd be able to get a space bud.
Pretty
and
close.
For me, it's like, and for me, like, that's a piece of, like, Cardano history, right? So even if you get like a basic one, it's still a bud, and or a dead pixel.
I'm gonna say too, like it's because it's a whole different play when you buy space buds, right? Like if you buy space buds, in my opinion, that's like your retirement, right? I know you say that for Equine, and long term it probably also will be, but especially if you only own one, like that's like saying like own just one Berkshire Hathaway. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just find 130 grand real quick, no big deal. But like if you're gonna buy a space bud, like you're gonna want to hold that until you die, right? Or until like you need that money, like bad, right? So it's like a whole nother play. If you're owning that many Ape Society, and Ape Society goes up 5K, whatever, in a long term, like you got a bunch, you can still easily like sell off a little bit here and there when you can't sell off a fraction of a space bud. So and I see a lot of people in here saying, don't sell, bro, don't sell, bro, don't sell, bro. Even Eric, man. Even Eric is saying it.
This is how
they know our apes are our babies.
Look, we did a Twitter space, bro, earlier. They had almost 200 people in there with the Ape Society, bro, because like we had Cardman, Matassa, and Congo in there. Like they're about to blow the doors off the Cardano ecosystem, bro. They got DeFi. They're about to stake your apes in your frames, dude. You're gonna be able to like build and earn society coin, like. Dude, they got 8 floors counting the king. So they're like when the ETH people roll over, dude, they're gonna come there just because they're gonna have to. They're gonna go to Kongs, they're gonna go to cats. Yeah. Like Jake Shepard bought a cat today. Jake Holiday, absolutely he bought a Pharaoh because they're gonna get in every project. They got clays, they got buds. Absolutely, I need to get in it, but I believe their Ape Society is going to jump up, and I'll be able to trade maybe 2, right, for a bud, rather than, or eventually 1 for a bud, just like I'm trading a D5 land for a clay. Right. Like I'm always, I clean up next time we talk up, I'll probably have a bud. I'm just, once I put my mind on it, it's just about what I'm willing to give up. And I got to believe that what I'm giving up is done going up. You know what I'm saying? Like before I give it up. And I am willing to FOMO into a project like a clay where I'm only going to get 1, right? And we got a GC, or I'm only going to get a bud. I'm willing to like buy at 8 or 10 and it goes to 7. I'm not scared because we're going back to stocks, pink sheets, bro. That's what I was a degenerate pink sheet junkie. Okay, bro? Like I turned $100 into 120K. Okay. Took out 5K at 1 cent because I bought at 0.0009, right? I had 1.5 million shares. So I sold 500,000 shares for a 5,000 profit on $50 into 5,000. I watched it go all the way up, and now it's got a stop sign and I can't sell it. So instead of taking 119,900 in profit, I'm only going to make about 8 grand on that profit. So talk about going up and down and just riding it like a degen, not knowing when to sell. I got dumped on it. Went all the way up to 8 cents, bro, and I didn't do it. So that's the point of stocks and many, 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 many others. But it's tired of getting dumped on by the money makers or the money, like you was, I clean up, you was the money market, you were the market maker, bro, with Kongs in the beginning. You had 100, you were making that market in a sense. Like Jake Shepard right now is a money maker, a market maker in the Kongs. He wanted to freaking drive the floor up. Down. He's going to flood the market and sell all 600 of his Kongs. You know what I mean? Like when you can front run up and down and you own that portion of a supply, dude, it's very big. And right now we are that, like VCs, like in stocks, like you can control the market if you believe in a project quick and do it right. Look at the people with 50 buds, 50 clays. Dude, the 300K floor price, like that's not even nothing. Like imagine the trading value. What do you want? Oh, I want a berry. What? Like I want to, like what Jake's doing, he's trading a gutter cat for 54, like a gutter cat worth 36 grand for 54 clays. Like now you're doing cross chain trades. Right. Next thing you know, I want a freaking bored ape for 166 Kongs. Like, come on, what's up? Like, because some people have 32 bored apes, right? And they want exposure elsewhere. So it's like you can't go all in because you know how it is. Shit changes really quick, and you want to have that exposure all over. So I'm definitely taking your advice, my dude. Space buds, if you want to trade, DM me, bro.
Yo, we got Cardano ecosystem news in the house too. He says, how did you trade a D5 for a clay?
Because I got a
it's a
buddy,
skill.
bro. I got my dude. Look, me and my guy. Look, he's so funny. Timmy, me and Timmy actually made the trade. So Timmy, you had to come call yourself out, my dog. And that's my dude. That's why I said,
hi, Timmy.
He did me a favor because he's my guy. He had to. He wanted to see me do that. Me and Timmy, I respect this man a lot. So I owe him, right? So yeah, man, thank you for that, Timmy. And we're gonna be neighbors in D5, right? So
heck yeah,
win-win for both parties. Damn you, Timmy, why you did that to yourself, bro?
Yeah, no, it's cool. Like we were talking about this earlier. We were just like looking at it, and we were like, okay, well, I think Boss Planet, out of all the metaverses, that's probably the one I have the most faith in. And I'm probably gonna have to buy a Boss Cat. You know what I mean? Just because it's like they're proving their worth, right? And so, any project that does that is kind of worthy of looking at, I would say. And they've stuck by their word. They've delivered on everything that they've said they wanted to deliver on. And from what it looks like, with the partners that they have, I know they got a guy from Cypress Hill in there. I know they have an ex NBA player. I can't remember who it was. I don't know.
Davis.
Was it Baron Davis? Yeah. He played on the Hornets, right? Or
from
whatever
New Orleans,
it was.
but I seen him play in person buku times.
Yeah. And so, I think that they're delivering, right? They're making their Boss Planet, and I feel like you gave up in District 5, which is a rare district, man. That's the one where everybody wants to get into, and I think Clay's. I mean, dude, it's such a different, right? It's a different realm. Like you're trading a land, a future asset, for something you're gonna get something for now to get land and another asset. So it's like, man, it's a play, and we'll see.
It's definitely trades are always hit or miss, dude. Like I've traded a cat for a Kong. Like I traded a Kong for a cat, so like I'll win that trade, right? But like you also trade and you lose. So, but like for Timmy to want that D5 land, and he builds games since like 2005. He's been doing this for 17 years. For him and I, like we talked about, I mean, he knows what he can do. Imagine what he can do in all. Look at his setup, right? So like for him to have the confidence in Boss Planet, dude, right? That there gave me even more confidence. And I have like 18 other lands. I got an estate in D6. I got, you know what I mean? I got like other stuff because I have I got some rocket. I got a rocket, a couple parts, and I got set up with it, right? So the point is, man, like if you do have multiple space buds or multiple D5 lands that people do want, or any other asset that has collateral that can, why not trade up, or not trade up, just trade to another equal or greater asset that you don't have, just to diversify. Like I want to be an ETF. I want to be a giant, ETF. I'm my own DAO, and that's how we should look at it, right? But yeah, man, it made me really bullish, brother, on Boss Planet by Timmy doing that for sure.
Yeah, I want to say. Sorry, I just want to say one thing. If my mic is too loud or something, or if y'all can't hear the audio, I know on your end is okay, but I'm getting DMs saying the audio is a little too loud on my end. So I lowered my volume a little bit. Guys, let me know if the volume is too loud or too good. I appreciate anybody messaging me that because I want the audio level good. But also, yeah, I mean, I didn't think that Boss Cats would ever go above Clay's. But, I thought Clay's would shoot up and then Boss Cats would follow. I just didn't think that any project deserved, I was too attached to Clay's. I didn't think any other project deserved to go that high. So when I saw it, I was like mind blown. So the fact that I've seen that once already, and I would still consider Clay's second best NFT, second to Space Buds in the entire game. It wouldn't surprise me if we saw Ape Society actually go beyond Space Buds. It actually wouldn't surprise me. So, you have your own conviction. I know a lot of people in here are also saying it. So, I don't want to like push anybody in any direction because in all honesty, I don't know.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, Space Pudge, Alessandro, you know what I mean? He has that whole history of Cardano. I personally was following Cardano. I've been in Cardano since 9 cents. Like, you know, I've been following crypto since before crypto. You know, I get it. Just didn't get into NFTs at the proper time, right? I mean, I was in ETH, you know, 3 years ago, but it's not, whatever. So, you know, it's just all about your entry points, your conviction in a project, the patience, your outlook. What do you have? Are you going to flip? Are you going to hold? You know, it's all over the place, man. But man, I'm not going to get a bud. Someone said, don't get a bud, FOMO. I won't yet. But I do believe once Ape Society puts out their DeFi and their staking, the people from Ethereum that gets that, because that's what they're used to over there, is really going to flock over, right? And they're going to, when you start making coin every day and being able to swap it out on a DEX or Equine to where you can sell a horse for ADA, I mean, that's legit passive income for me, right? And just like look at Ape Coin airdrop. I mean, geez, like that's life changing. Pavia was cool until it's not now because it's cheap, right? But I mean, Ape Coin that holds its value, right? You know, and that goes again to when to sell your coin, right? We should have sold at 22, 24 cents, right? Like, no, it's going to $1. Like, again, you got to realize the market caps of Pavia and the coin, and that comes with experience, right? Or just conviction of the project as a whole, right?
Yeah, I just lowered myself a little bit more, guys. Is my voice still too loud?
But I mean, continue. you've always sounded angelic to me, you know. So no complaints here. I think, I'm trying to find what is the next pop, right? So like, what is the next project that you think is going to take off? Like for me personally, I went pretty hard into Pendulum, right, which was like 100, you know, to mint, right, and so it was it was rough having that go out of the wallet, like 100 a clip, you know, but it's also kept the floor pretty consistent, you know, and so I think I'm kind of waiting for that, just based on the art. The art alone looks very good. So you know, I'm just kind of wondering, like, what do you think could have the possibility of being the next up and comer, I guess you would say?
Are you saying starting with a low floor right now, or that haven't minted yet? Because I mean, I think immediately overexposed, but the floor of the mechanism Genesis is up there and is pretty expensive now, but yet they haven't even really began. So we think that's going to blow up and go crazy, but yet it's not, it's very expensive to get into right now. So
yeah, the floor just keeps rising. If you look at it, dude, it's stair stepping like hell yeah, dude. Like, cause it went from it was 100 mint, right? If you were able to get the 1,000 Genesis tokens, right? So it was 100, then it went up to almost 1,000, and it dropped to 600. Then it went to 800, or you know, then it just settled there, and then it went to 1,500 yesterday. Then it dropped to 12. So the higher highs and high, you know, lower lows is here. And this is before, this is the lifetime membership for Ren, right? So if he goes to Ethereum, he goes anywhere. Dude, you got whitelist for all his future projects. You got like access to him, you know, it all kind of, and Jeff told me the perks, you know, and the utility, the actual utility has not even been dropped yet, right? And that's what's so sick about it. And I thought about a Borg's Club card, right? Even though they might have had 100. Remember them floor prices like a 3K. Imagine like this 3D rendered stuff. It's going to be sick. So point is, if you cannot get a Genesis mechanism for 1,200, you have a chance to mint for 150 ADA. They will be 3,000 of them. So good luck.
Public mint.
Good luck. And if you do have a Genesis token, right, you will be able to mint 1-to-1 for a full 24 hours. So we have 5. So we'll be able to mint 5. And then they have a lottery on the 20th. He's like, on the lottery on the 20th to get just like the clays and GCs to get a public. So we definitely going to try to get a public mint as well for 150. So that is my definite, absolute guarantee. Like, it has to win. Like, if not, like, sell it to me back. I'll buy it back from you. All right. If you mint and you don't want to do it, I'll clean up your floor. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. And if you have any questions on that, I've done a video I know Atlanick, you know what's up. It's great. And it's only just beginning. And Jeff, you got to believe in Jeff. Great dude, right? He took over Nomi's and a few other. Jeff's an OG with Buku Space Buds and stuff. Like, and again, you could talk to him anytime. Hey, Jeff, Ren, jump on voice chat, dude, on a Discord. Jump on this call, like, and it happens. Hey, let me interview you. Done. You feel me? Like, come on, they're CEOs of these companies. That's how you got to look at this, like startups, right? So, I mean, access and just transparency is paramount to me as an investor. And that's when I talked to Jeff, like literally, sorry to go long, like for 3 hours on voice chat. Literally 2 days later, the mint, Ape then bought all. We got 4. She won the art contest, so she got the mint 1 for 100. But our average price, we're 2,000 in, 5 of them. So you see how I roll. I got 5 of them. We got 1,900 ADA in, and I could sell 1 and get all my money back. But you think I'm going to sell? No way. I'm going to sell them when they like 20K a pop, because Ren's going to go to Ethereum when it's cross chain, and Ren's going to get all, because if you look at the sneak peeks, bro, unbelievable. Like there's nothing like it. And if you actually get an animated one, that they might be like 10, because if you're on a Solana and stuff, they might have 10 of the animated, so like super rares, like they sell for like 80 times more than the floor. There's going to be 10 of those. Man, imagine that. That's just jackpot. So that's our choice.
Yeah, that's a good freaking choice. Because I don't own anything to get a guaranteed overexposed, I do sometimes just like kind of put in the back of my mind like I just missed it, like damn. But I'm still gonna give my absolute hardest to try to mint a public. It's gonna be a rough mint, but I'm gonna be right in there. I got my bazooka ready. I'm gonna be down in the trenches. I'm gonna be ready to hold up. I know there's grenades gonna be popping at me. There's gonna be addresses being thrown everywhere. I'm gonna be doing my best to get it, but I was gonna say, what do you guys? I'm thinking personally about Pavia. I feel like Pavia is gonna come back. I feel like they were at 900. I was wishing I bought way more when it was 900. Same with Benjamin's group. Benjamin's group at like what 120 now or something, dude. What the like, bro, that does not deserve to be there, in my opinion.
I agree. Clean up. You want to add in, my brother?
No, it's just like I said, dude. It's just fickleness. Like I don't get it sometimes, and this is something that I've kind of gone into before, is that people don't know how to price things, right? People don't know the value of things right off the bat, right? And so one big thing that people say is like, okay, so if you set something outside your house and put a sign on it and says free, it could be like a chair or whatever. People will not pick it up because they think, oh, it's free. Like, who gives a shit about free? Who gives a crap about free? Okay. But you put $5 on there, it'll get stole within the first like 5 minutes of it being out there. People just walk by. They won't even need a chair and they'll end up getting it, So the point is like, people don't know how to value things. It's the same chair. One's given away for free. Another one costs $5, right? And so people, I think we as humans, and I think somebody on Twitter even commented on this, like they don't understand where people get their value from as far as this stuff goes. And I think it's very hard for people to value it, right? So a Benjamin's group, right? Egg was that like $340, $500 at some points, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted an egg. And now that they released like what the art was behind it, it dropped for some odd reason. Guys, it's still the egg. Like I don't get it. Like, you know what I mean? It's the art is just fine. It's better that I liked the art better than I liked the egg in which I had. And so
Yeah.
I'm just holding on to it. I don't get it. And it's only proving like people don't know how to value it, right? Like people don't evaluate what they're holding. Like, dude, I saw a God Eyes Kong on sale for like $80 after 80 ADA right after mint, and I was like, swoop, that one's mine. Like, people don't know how to evaluate it and say, okay, this seems rare. Like maybe I shouldn't value it there. They're just like flip, flip, flip. So yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. I just wanted to take a minute to answer some of the questions in the chat because we couldn't be doing any of this without them. So I appreciate the hell out of you guys. If any of you guys got questions, feel free. But the question we have right now is from G Heaven, and he says, "What y'all feel about Unbounded Earth?" So I'll let Cleanup, or I'll let Chronicles take it away first. You're the guest. You got to go first.
All right, perfect. Well, appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, we're obviously investing in it pretty decent. We minted 50. We got 48 still. We have like 12 sets of the 4 seasons. We got like some pretty good pulls, dude. Like first time we missed Pavia, right? So why not 30? What was it? 34. It was like 33, 37 mint, something like that. And she was pulling, dude. She was pulling like out of 10, she was pulling like 6 winters a pop. Like I was like, whoa! I was pulling all the spring and autumns, dude, and like she's pulling like out of 30, she got like 18 summers and winters. So literally, we had almost half. It was sick. We got it good. So I'm hoping it's good. I believe it's voxelated art like Boss Planet, right? So it'll be easier to implement. Like it's not going to be as crazy. I'm hopefully optimistic within being realistic that it's going to take a couple 3 years, right?
Right.
And I'm not worried about that other than the value going up. And I have stuff that's touching the center. We have stuff on the sand. So I'm bullish, I'm bullish. I'm bullish on all the shit I own though. Dang.
It's all good. It's all good. But well, we said it on the last stream, so this is actually number one. We actually restarted. It's all good. But yeah, what do you got to say about that, Mr. Cleanup?
Okay, so for me, as far as like the metaverse is concerned, I think like my position on this is well established. Like, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just me, and maybe it's because I haven't done enough research or whatever it may be. Um, I think maybe 1 or 2 metaverse projects will survive, and even then, like, well, what's the population going to be? Because somebody brought this up, beforehand. Like, if you look on Ethereum or whatever, and you look at the metaverse or whatever, like Sandbox and other things like that, most of the servers are dead, right? And so, and I think it was 80 Ninjas, and I spoke about it, and we talked a little bit afterwards as well. And it was just kind of like some of the servers just they're dead, and it's very expensive to maintain those servers, and so it's like it really just depends on which project you look at. Like I said, I have high hopes for the Boss Planet, right? That's probably the biggest one. It just seems like their community is like pretty solid, and they're very passionate about their boss cats. People getting tattoos for whitelist spots and stuff like that. It's just, bro, it's crazy, right? And so, um, I think Boss Planet will be okay. If Pavi ever comes out, who knows, like, what's going to happen there, But yeah, that's pretty much my position. I don't know. It doesn't mean like what you did was foolish. It's just like, I don't know. Like I'm a PFP degenerate, I guess, so, or whatever it may be. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm biased.
I think it's interesting too because I feel like a lot of us have our own little thing. Like for me in particular, I am not big on art projects. However, I love to support the blind girl. She's like an OG friend for me, and I love to support other people that I know in the space just with their art. But if it's just an art project, I'm 90% likely not gonna mint it just because I don't know if I can make money on it. Like I don't, even if I think the art is fantastic, it's all subjective. I don't know what other people are thinking in that scenario. When I see something that's like numbers and this is gonna happen and then this is gonna happen and then we're doing tokens and I'm like, okay, like I've seen this before. I know what to expect. The art is a little bit better. The team is verified. Whatever. Like I can kind of go off of that, and my mind like puts everything in its place, and I'm like very comfortable. Like okay, yes, this is good. But like with art, I'm just like I feel like I'm throwing it into a slot machine, and I'm just like, let's go, baby. Let's these things are dope, and there's no way I can be wrong, But it's very subjective. So I mean, shout outs to Cleanup though, because I wasn't gonna actually mint Pendulum. I thought they looked absolutely sick, but I wasn't gonna mint them. And he hit me up, and he's like, dude, you gotta mint these. They're gonna go crazy. And I was like, you know, like I don't have friends in this space to not listen to them, so let's do it. And so I bought one, and you know, I'm like, oh, dude, I got this 3 trait, and he was like, I'll pay you 100 for it, and I was like, cool, you know, I'll get 100 and I'll throw it right back in. I'll get another one, you know, because I don't want a 3 trait, you know, like let's get something a little better. And this asshole, you know, number 2, will, you know, will he sends me over 200 ADA, and he tells me mint 2, and I was like, all right, I'll mint 2. So I minted 2, and I get a 4 trait and a 5 trait. And I was like, hey, it just keeps getting better. Like, this is awesome. And, you know, I got one that looked really freaking cool. It was a black and white one with a white mustache. And it just looked super clean. And I put it up for 300 because I thought, you know, I'll hold the 5 trait. I'll sell the 4 trait. It does look really clean. And then, you know, I can make a little bit of money and I can pay him back. And now I'll have it for free. So, you know, I don't know where I was going with this, but that's where I'm ending it.
So you made your money? You sold your 300? You sold your one for 300?
Yeah, I sold it for 300. I gave the extra 100 back to him because, you know, thank you, bro. I wouldn't even be in the play without you. So yeah, you know, wash my hands and keep it moving. I still got another one.
Hell yeah, we were doing a mint party for Split World, yep. Right? And then Pendulum was minting right after that. We just not liquid. I would have, just because I like to have skin in them all. That's one of those, like, it's beautiful art and you want to be able to have on your Nano Frames later. Again, kind of goes with your spread too thin type thing and what's your objective here. If you're a collector, you better believe you better have that, right? I will maybe eventually, or they have a second drop, correct? I believe they're having a whole nother second 5,000, correct?
So that is coming out. Chaos is coming out, but I talked to somebody close to the project, and they're talking about 6 months from now.
Right.
So it's gonna take time, right? And dude, I looked at them and I was like hooked. I don't know what it is. Like it seems like some of the cleanest art. Like I love them. I love Threefold Bolt. Threefold Bolt has some of the cleanest art in the space, you know, with their Lost Ladies and stuff like that. I love their where their head's at. And so man, I minted and then I bought up secondary and I haven't looked back since. And so now I'm just trying to collect like rarer traits and, you know, holding at least 20 right now. And so, yeah. And so I'm looking to do probably about 10 more and then exit. You know what I'm saying? Like be done.
So what's your goal? The goal is, I mean, to hold, or you get a flip some?
To hold. I'm gonna hold for a while.
Nice.
And so,
did you grab any of the El Matadors?
I did not. Like, it just doesn't speak to me, bro. Like, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't do anything for me. And like, I did the same thing with like Split World. No offense. Like, I looked at it and I was like, it's not for me. Like, I think I did okay. I said I might buy some, you know, and I got kind of shit on for this. Was like, I'll probably buy someone that hits like 60 to 80 or whatever on the floor or whatever, just like a little bit lower than mint. And everybody was like, no way, bro, you're wrong. And so I'm like, they were like, pack your bags, bro. Like, we're going to the moon. And I was just like, yeah, okay, that's fine. And so I did. I looked at it and I was like, okay, well, you know. So I'm thinking about picking one up, but I don't know quite yet if I want to right now. Just with Clay's going on and stuff, and then you have Havoc Worlds. There's a lot of stuff minting, you know, and it seems to be pretty high quality stuff. And so we'll see. Yeah, your guys' turn now.
Yeah, we actually have a question from Rominator, and he says, what do y'all think about Hypebeasts? And so, I mean, I love Hypebeasts, but, you know, I kind of want to see what's our guest's opinion on this. What you guys think?
Well, I love peppers, right? Let me touch on real quick about the Unbounded Earth. What I missed to point out was you're about to get, whenever they drop, you're about to get 12,753 Earth tokens per plot too. So just like Pavi, you're gonna get 600,000-700,000 coins, something like that. And this time we will hopefully liquidate some. So just to point that out there, right? Hypebeasts. I love Peppers. I missed like Cypher Kicks was way early, right? And I didn't get it. I understand you get like a discount at certain places for merch or something, or your shoes. At first, I thought you might get free sneakers. You know what I mean? Like if you had that, that would be gangsta utility, but that's not feasible, probably, right? So, I believe you get like a percentage at certain merchants. But like the hype beast, I actually I don't own any Cypher Kicks, unfortunately. Just missed them. Just like
Yeah,
you
we
know what
looked
I
at them.
mean.
We
But
just
I know
didn't
you
get
got them.
any.
I know you got them air dropped, right? The hype beast. And I didn't see the whole collection, so can't speak on it. I love the project. Love where they going. The fact that like Peppers gave it all for free, dude, and he does everything free back to the community. Like much love, much respect. He's always on Twitter Spaces. That's all I can speak on them, other than they're going to be here next year, you know, and the year after and the year after.
So I bought a Cypher Kick on your recommendation, and I made sure that it was an epic, right, or higher, because I kind of wanted like a rarer hype beast, right? So hype beasts are going to be the PFP side, more fashionable PFP side of Cypher Kicks. Is that correct, Nick?
Yeah, so the hype beasts are like their own thing, but they're going to be a part of Cypher Kicks in some way, I'm sure. But you know, they're going to be customizable. So you're going to be able to. It's going to be similar to kind of like Fortnite. Like you have your dude, and you can buy a skin, and then once you get this skin, now you'll be able to buy like the pickaxe, and then you'll be able to buy like the hat or the shades or the jacket, whatever it may be. And I had an interview with him last weekend or over the weekend, and it was kind of crazy because he was like, you can get, let's say, the sunglasses. My bad. You can get the sunglasses, and then uh, if you want to get the next season sunglasses or next week sunglasses, whatever it is, you lose these. You don't actually keep these as an NFT. They get attached to your NFT, and then if you want to change them, the new asset gets attached to the NFT. So the best way to kind of go about it is maybe some of the OG items that release, you know, are going to be that's it. Because he said there's going to be no repeat items. So if you get the first week's item on one of your things, on one of your hype beasts, and then if you see something else you like in the following weeks or something, you may want to use another hype beast so that you can retain the assets from the first week just because you'll have the very first ones. And it will be limited supply too. I believe it'll be like, it depends on the rarity. If it's like a common trait, it'll be maybe 500 released. If it's like a rare trait, maybe only 200. But all that's still up in the air too.
Like that to me seems really dope. Like the idea of that. And so looking at the forward to that, I don't know exactly when. I think didn't he say like July or something like that is when it was going to be revealed? Was it June? June
No,
or July?
he's gonna reveal them this week or next week, like within the next 2 weeks. He's gonna reveal them.
Maybe I was thinking of a different project. I'm sorry. So yeah, which seems pretty cool. I mean, I'm holding mine. You know what I mean? And it looked like the floor like went to 180 or something like that.
180
Something
for what?
crazy for Hypebeast.
Oh, let me check it out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Okay, so 95 right now. So it's at 95, 99.
Yeah, here it's at. That's crazy though,
What's
because
up?
yesterday they were literally at I think like 74, or over the weekend they were at 74 when I was talking with Peppers, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, you know, they might go down a little bit because you never really know, and Cypher Kicks started going down in value, so I was like, you know, I kind of expected them to follow Cypher Kicks value, but these continue to go up, and actually, you know, I'll let you guys talk for a second, but I'm gonna go and check out the floor for Cypher Kicks and see if maybe those recovered as well because they were down to about 68 at one point over the weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Um, is there anything like you're looking forward to, probably to mint next? for you guys? What's like you think your next mint is? Not clays. You can't say clays. Everybody gonna be minting that.
Well, I do like Ada and Vedas. I'm not gonna lie. I like Invada Gym. I got whitelist. It's all about liquidity for me, right? It depends on how much clays are, right? I'm glad I traded for a clay because again, I will ride the hype. We definitely I like that art style. Try to get some of those. Um, man, the end of the month, obviously overexposed.
Right. Cabin mints coming up for
Who
Ape
knows when Ape Society
Society.
cabin mint's coming up, right? So like, there's a lot of big things that if you hold things, you better have liquidity. They might be we hold 12 apes, but there might be 125 a pop. So it's like,
Right.
oh, it might be 75. I doubt it. I hope it's more than that. I hope it's 100 at least a pop for a mint. I'm not mad at spending a little money because these metaverses need money, right? As we were talking about, like you said, 2-3 are going to win. I totally agree with that. We just like to be spread out over time. Like, and Cornucopias has to be linked up in there when we talk about metaverses that are going to win, right?
Definitely.
I truly believe in Rob and them and their product. But yeah, man. It's just more about me, what I see and Chrissy sees at being real life business owners, brick and mortar places. Imagine just like clicking a link and then selling your merch. It's and just having all these NFTs that you can sell your Kongs and your cats. And if you actually you know if you can actually go in there and use Blender or Magic of Voxela and teach your children, dude, how to make files, bro. Talk about selling in the metaverse. Like, it's gonna be there. Like, whether you're gonna be selling in a Cardano metaverse or you can use them skills in another metaverse or in a future in real life jobs, because you better believe it, Google and them are going to need, software developers and stuff like that for that. So that's why I'm looking at it, kind of like selling my Equine horses, right? Going to click or have an auctioneer, like a little Ready Player One, like avatar talking. Look, this month, Chrissy and Chronic has these 2 horses mating. Let's auction. So I'm not going to be there. Somehow we can do that, right? So that's what I'm trying to use my metaverse plays as marketing tools. You got to remember, all these people, 5 million people worldwide can see Pavia, and if you have a picture of us in Daily Chronicles, it's just advertising for free, right? That's how we looking at it. So small price of an advertisement on real estate, bro, like a billboard. And that's how I look at things. And then if it goes up later on, cool.
So did you guys get into Nano Frames?
I love Nano Frames.
We want to have a Nano
Frame. I wanted them. It was just, even back when Blockout was right in the beginning, when the first round, it was like 130 or like not much, like even 300 and something ADA for like a big one. It was just like, I can't see spending 300 ADA, because ADA might be a $30,000 picture frame, in a few years, how I was thinking about it. So love the product.
Yeah.
Love it.
Right. I'm still waiting on mine. So I look for updates, right? I bought one and I'm like, okay, so they had a problem with the person who does the shipping and the manufacturer or whatever. And so I was just kind of waiting to hear something from them. And I haven't heard anything for a while. And it's obviously not a rug, because they're like cool as hell.
Man, we want.
I bought one. I just bought the 10.1, right? But yeah, so they've been airdropping different things, which is good. But I haven't. And there hasn't been like a steady update since the 24th of March, and so I'm just kind of waiting. And so I guess China got hit with Omicron, and so that kind of delayed things, and I'm just like, well, I want my frame.
I actually didn't even know about Nano Frames, but those look freaking sick. I could definitely see like every YouTuber, any content creator 100% wanting these. Mad investors too, man, like just hanging it up in your room and being like, yeah, like you can't, like, it's so hard to casually flex an NFT, especially if your friends don't know what it is. You have to be like, yo man, do you know what an NFT is? Yeah, you do? Oh, that's really cool because actually, check out my phone. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Actually,
Yeah.
what's
Yeah,
my
give me a
wallet
minute.
ID?
Yeah,
Give me
Yes.
a minute. Let me go to the computer real quick. Follow me upstairs. Follow, like, bro,
yeah,
Right.
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 like instead you could
These
just be
two
Man,
like,
months.
clever
here,
on the
flex.
hunt. Just sprinkling.
Yeah.
It connects to your pool PM, homie. So you just hang it on your wall and it just freaking just cycles, bro.
That'd
So
be so cool.
that's when that pendulum art and the other art really comes into play. Or like the block owls, right? Imagine the block owls being up there, like, amazing. Like my kids love every time my 16-month-old and the 3-year-old owls. It's on her. It's so adorable. So imagine they can just stare at the wall, talk about it, like like the cats with the laser, dude. Just put that at the wall and they just stare at it and talk to the wall all day, dude. It'd be great.
Heck yeah. We had a question from Nick Sick. Shout out Nick Sick, bro. He said yummy floor up to 550. Thoughts on the project? That, whew, man, I didn't know it got up that high yet, but man, uh, I'll kick this one off just because I wish I owned another one. I bought one at 300, watched it go down to 200, was like, I don't care, like this project's great, it'll go back up. But I didn't average down like I should have, and it's because I only own one. I'm in a bad spot, but at the same time, like I really like the project, and I think I don't even know where a theoretical floor could be, but I'm just gonna hold. I don't need the liquidity. There's nothing like I need to mint this month, in my opinion. So I'm just chilling for now. But I mean, yeah, I'll let you guys take a crack at this. But I think yummy floor long term within the next like 2 months, easy. I could see like I don't know 700 to 1,000. I mean, ballpark. I mean, these are just numbers spitballing. Don't go off of me.
I believe it.
We want to get into the yummies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tal's in the chat. Oh, he was. Tal. Tal says every day on Twitter, buy yummies, 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 right? So I mean, yummies is a great play. Never got into them yet. Again, I want to have exposure. Just
Good project, good community. So we are interested in getting in with them for sure.
and totally think they will get to the floor you said. Look at Ghost Chain. I mean, they do have freeroam.io and a lot of other things going for Ghost Chain, but Ghost Chain just hit 1,000 floor as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or maybe more. That was yesterday.
We love Ghost Chain for
Right.
sure.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
What do you
my
think?
first project that I ever minted was Yummy Universe. And so it was back when the original Naruto cards came out, right? And so I was like, okay, this guy's pretty cute or whatever. I had no idea they would morph into what they were today, right? So, which is like the Narus or whatever, the PFPs or whatever. I just thought it was just going to be some card thing. But I was like, okay, well, whatever. I had to have it in my wallet because it was cute, right? And they ended up coming out with this collection, and they ended up blowing up, and it was great. I think, they're going to have coin mechanism, I guess, is coming out, which is probably why the floor is getting catapulted up and launched up. So people are in anticipation of that. But so, yeah, I think they're going to be a long-term hold for sure. Like, again, people just like them because they're cute as hell. And obviously they're going to have utility now. So that's good. Kind of a special place in my heart for the project just because it was my first ever NFT that I ever bought. And so, yeah, it was kind of special for me. But yeah, that's my story behind it. I think 700 floor, 1,000 floor. I mean, sure. I mean, that's the thing is like, well, dude, it's so crazy. Like, we don't know where we're going to be a year from now, right? I look at myself. Where was I a year ago? Uh, space buds were dropping, right? They were still going on right now. And then, some people got into unsigned algorithms or whatever. And that was like the second project that I ever minted. And that was cool. So, I mean, to think where we're going to be a year from now, who knows? I think it just depends on what these projects do, right? Like Ape Society, who knows where they're going to be, Like, who knows where Pavi is going to be? It's kind of crazy. Atlantic Ocean. Let's see where it goes, baby.
Yeah, man, that's a crazy one for me too, because like I made this NFT just thinking like, yeah, I'll just like I don't know, I think a few people will follow me. I mean, I can make like videos on projects and I can distribute whitelist spots that way. So, like I don't know, like I feel like I can offer some value, but you know, I mean, there's some whales in that project, bro. Like sometimes I'll be looking up the wallets to be doing the entries and it's like 15, 16 oceans, and I'm like, who? Thank you, like thank you so much, but like I don't know, like I talk about it all the time, and we're not, it's not like sad or nothing. I just don't know how to value myself, in all honesty. Like some people I think have an easier way of doing it, and I think as I'm in the space more and more and I'm seeing value from other people, I can kind of gauge myself that way. But like without a bunch of people to like kind of compare yourself to, it's like, what am I worth? Like what is this worth that I made? And I wonder about that with artists, like how they really feel like, well, what is my art worth? It's a crazy topic, but somebody brought up, DC brought up. Let me bring up the question. He says, "Not talking about Ape Club yet. I'm waiting for that." So I want to know what you guys think about Ape Club.
Well, look, I'm a VIP in there. If that says anything to my man, I mean, that was like what I minted. I had like 20 of those, right? And I sold them. I had some rarer ones. I actually won like a VIP to chest drop and stuff like in the first season. And so I sold like when the floor was 40 something. I actually did a cleanup. You know what I mean? Like I did um let go of some of those for liquidity, right? And I sold like a rope, like some rarer ones with chains and stuff that you would get merch for. Yeah, like I sold them. So I have 5 between the season 1, 2. I do have like 2 upgrade bananas, which I haven't upgraded yet. It's just, man, like if the Fight Club would have ever came out and stuff, you know what I mean? Like I think like they missed that opportunity, bro. Like I said, they were right there with Kongs. I minted them in Kongs. Like if they had this Fight Club mechanism, like implemented, and like they were talking about fighting, and basically pink sheets, you ape like gets burned. Man, it's just kind of now there's too many, right? And now there's like that's obviously the Dragon Ball Z. Now you're getting other people trying to do the Dragon Ball Z. They pulling off of that, and then they got pixelated Dragon Ball Z stuff coming back. So it's like there's a very small window, and you could see by the floor prices, and it's just like, I'm still in it. I still hold them. I hold one or so, and it's just like, the team's gotta, you gotta constantly pump because there's always that next thing. Look with the Clays, right? So everyone's stuff's going up and down there. It's just, and that's a December mint, dude. You coming up on 5-6 months, right? So it's time to like, implement your game plan, or you're gonna get left behind.
Right.
In my opinion.
Mm-hmm. We've been waiting on that one
and
for a while.
So yeah, I get that. I totally understand where people are coming from. I would say in the space, like as far as that goes, they've had drop after drop after drop after drop. So they've created things this entire time, probably quicker than any other project in the space, I want to say, that I can recall. They were supposed to have the Fight Club thing, which I looked at that, and my boy Rafriki is all over that. He holds like, man, like 80 of them, right? Yeah, he's wild, bro. He's wild. I love him. Shout out to my boy Rafriki. And
I think I sold a couple.
Yeah, and so he's been waiting on Fight Club, and so I think a lot of the people are waiting on Fight Club to kind of see what that's all about. As far as I know, it's still going on. I just don't know when, right? And that's the big thing. Like, it's when, and it's about like finding the mechanism. Nobody else in the space has it, right? So it's like they're playing jazz right now, because nobody else has it. So it's like there's a lot on the line, and I'm pretty sure they don't want it. They don't want it to get kind of messy, and so I'm sure, it's a controversial subject. Anytime you burn something to gain something, right? Like, yeah, it can get messy, man. And people have connections, with what they own. And so, naturally, when you say, well, now you don't own that anymore, people are going to be like, I'm pissed off at the project. It's the project's fault. They never choose my shit. They're down. And pitchforks come out. You know what I mean? And so I'm pretty sure they're trying to avoid that. I think they work very hard. I think Ape Club, to be honest with you, is one of the hardest working and quickest to get content out. But yeah, like Fight Club, let's see it. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. So do it for my boy Rafiki.
Yeah, I mean, I want real quick, Atlanick. I want them to succeed. Again, I still hold a VIP pass, so we get drops. Any drop we get to mint, and I've minted. My thing is, it doesn't make sense to me, right? The supply is like 5K, right? You know what I mean? It's almost, so like it should be doing better. Therefore, like you said, they're harder working, buddy. It's just like anybody. You stretch too thin. You need to like maybe get out there, paid marketer, like, or get out there on the Twitter Spaces, like. I don't know. Like, you feel me? Like, working hard and showing results are two different things, and we all can know that. Like, you can work hard all day in a video and it don't record. That doesn't have, you have nothing to show for it. Feel me? So like, I'm still, I'm still in there, and I'm still in it. I just, yeah, it's just I'd like to see something before diving deep and going to sweep up season 2 floors, right? Because I'm sure they're like, last I looked, they were in the 20s. Right. Or something like that. That's okay. That's what it was. Yeah, and that's nothing wrong with it. Again, it's an opportunity for someone to come grab them. But again, it's just who believes in that project to come gobble them up, and then once that news happens, they're the winners. It just takes that conviction and the belief in the project. It's Fred and the Kaiser, they've always been there for me, and they've always answered the questions and stuff, and everything. I have no complaints. It's just like you said, it's kind of, hurry up and wait. And I'm patiently waiting, but some people, in the project may not be so patient, right?
Actually, I just thought about this while y'all were talking. Is the mint for clays, is that Nami only? Because I connected my wallet and got verified with a dataless wallet, and if it is Nami only, how will I be able to mint? Or will it be like an open mint address? Does anybody understand? If that's going to happen?
You can connect your dataless in Nami.
Well, I can connect it through a dataless node.
Right.
But it still comes from a different wallet address.
Yeah, I don't know. Move your shit and verify again.
Nami only, and I don't remember what it was. I need to go back and find where I read that, because that could have been Clay's.
I'm looking at it right now.
If anybody knows in the chat, let me know.
No, Nami only, I think, was Mad Dog Car Club. Are you guys in Mad Dog? Are you guys in Mad Dog?
Bro, I already know what they're gonna say, but I can't wait. Say it.
Why are you gonna bait me like that, bro? Why are you gonna do me like that live? I mean, y'all want my honest information, bro? Y'all want my honest answer?
Go ahead.
Oh man, it's a tough one, bro. Like, if I had,
that's a non-answer. That's a non-answer.
No, I'm gonna give it to you, brother. Trust me, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm trying to decide my words very wisely here, dude, because I've said it like 5 other times. And I don't want to sound like that, because like I pray that everything is good. You know what I mean? I'm not in the community no more. I was like the 113th person to go there. I am like a level 12. So I did put like 30 hours in that mofo, because that was the slowest level raise I've ever had in my life. I think they had it on like auto slow, because like you could type in Doodle Dolphins. I typed one time, literally one time, I got a level up, and that was a rug indicator too. I called them all. I've never been rugged, okay, and not saying that's bad or good, bro. I'm just lucky. I bought in 2 fake assets, so I got rugged by myself, right? You know what I mean? So like, man, okay. So let me get this point. I am not huge into the kind of show me stuff, right? I get it's advertising and marketing. I wasn't so huge on the bots obviously in the Discord. I mean, come on, let's just call a spade a spade. I was there, dude, and I was there with Kongs, and I was there with freaking Boss Cat Rocket Club went to 10,000 to 20,000 to 40,000 to 60,000. Come on, bro. And I get 3 likes on a tweet. They're all bots, okay? Even Boss Cats. I'm that they got maybe 20,000 members out of 74,000. Okay, let's just be real. All right, maybe. And that's pushing it, dude. It doesn't make sense though, right? You got 20,000 members, you got 10,000 cats. Why this stuff ain't higher, right? Okay, secondly, I'm not even getting that. Boss Cat, Mad Dog. Obviously, they were a copycat of Boss Cat Rocket Club's plan. So is Yetis. You copy a good thing, sweet. No one's mad at the snowmobiles. No one's mad at the car parts. They used Boss Cat Rocket Club's community, okay, just like Doodle Dolphin Dow, okay, and just like Mutant Cheetahs, they stole Boss Cat community members and they preyed on them twice. If you look, the same Discord, it's around the same time. That was one of my questions. Why are you open up in mid-February and grinding so hard for April 15th mint? Right? Or mid-April mint. And dude, they were going hard. No, I'm all about the grind. I was an OG block out. I grinded to 20 something and got freaking I'm all about the grind. When the people blatantly ignore you, my man, when you're asking simple questions that you're too good to, like, Atlanick, we're busy dudes, but we answer each other's DMs. He don't know me, but I'm gonna answer his DM. Okay. When they have these kids or grown men, even worse, women, even, when they're grown-ups, that will not give you the time of day to respond, okay? Then you see blatantly the spam, and I don't care if you want to invite 10 people to get people. Hey, it's advertising. But it comes to a point where numbers didn't make up. When they started putting the whitelist tier 3s and 1s and 2s, you get 10, and we're going to do 350. So that's 3,500. We're going to do 5, and that's this. Next thing you know, you're like, dude, like, you have like all your stuff done, and you're going to have public. Then they start stunting on the top of parking garages with like cars with no one on there, dude. Obvious photo sessions, bro. Like, come on, dude. Obviously, it's a marketing ploy. If that's his deal, like, man, look, I'll take it. Like, I don't believe that, right? You're in there I liked it better when they were like this. You feel me? When the eyes above the now they're like, dude. But listen, I am happy, bro, that they actually got some more traits, because I thought they were all going to have that sad little grin, and like that was obviously going to be a rug. But since they put some more traits in it and stuff they're showing, like it's only been like 6 weeks and they only got like 4 sneak peeks, they might have 8. I'm killing them, bro. So I'm sorry. Like, and this could be the best project on Cardano next month. Like, but I'm going to come back to it, y'all. I pray for the people that this is their first mint that is saying on there, what was the famous sound, y'all? This is the next BCRC. This is the next BCRC. This is the next BCRC. This is the whole words for the first week. And the people that missed BCRC are praying this is the BCRC. They were playing Mutant Cheetahs the BCRC. They were praying that is my worry, buddy, that they are just preying on these communities. They're 2 months old. Look at this, dude. They got 4,000 members on their Twitter. Like, they got 26,000 members on their Discord. Like, it doesn't matter. Why not buy both? You know what I mean? Like, and like, it's a 30 mint. Okay. You're talking about it's just too easy. You're begging people, in my opinion, to put money into the project, right? It's too much, bro. When something's too good to be true and they throwing something out your face for 2 months straight, it's not organic. So like, it's going to be forced. Like I said, and I told it in front of Crypto Heaps and 100 people on live Twitter spaces. I am a degenerate. I have someone who has a white list that has 10. I will mint 5, right? I am willing to lose 150 ADA. Me, dude. I will never do a video on them people, because I cannot have myself like saying it. I'm saying I think it's potentially that. I hate to say any other project. I've never gone on that and say that. It's just what I've witnessed, and I've called out many other ones, and I just think it would be inconsiderate and irresponsible of me not to at least point that red flag like Crypto Heaps did with Boss Planet. a Boss Cat Rocket Club and saying, look at these wallets and look at this. And like, hey, I didn't agree with him. I went and bought the rocket after that conversation, but he presented both sides of an argument to me. Therefore, my mind went and read both sides, even though I own the project. Right. Ooh, should I go sell? Am I getting myself into a bad position? Right? Look what happened, right? And he turned out wrong. I used my gut. I was right for now, right? So again, if this happens, my guys, if these dudes mint, I think they're going to be successful, right? Because they have that hype, and it's 30 ADA mint. Like, really, how much can you lose? 10 ADA or you lose 30 ADA? So, yeah, man, I think it's if you're in there, not like me no more, right? Because I obviously have a little reserve, or a little, I got some bitterness about me because I just feel it. I don't know why. I just want people to be careful is all, bro. And I pray that they feel it, bro. That's all.
These red flags. That's it.
I hope they share.
I mean, hey man, you wouldn't be an influencer, you wouldn't be a YouTuber, you wouldn't be a person if you didn't give your perspective. We don't get on here just to have people tell me that I'm right? So hey, I love it, man. I think everybody loves hearing different perspectives. Like, they're not on here to, just be told yes, or else they go watch somebody else, right? So everybody here knows what it is. Everybody respects our opinions, or your opinion, whoever they agree with. But this brings me actually to, I'm gonna go show a little project called Bad Fox Motorcycle Club, which is, I believe, kind of a parody on the whole Mad Dog Car Club and Boss Cat Rocket Club type of thing. But this is created by Ben Ada, who is a community member that I've known for a while, and he actually worked with OG Bears and set up some statistics for their website so that you could look up bears by their traits and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what this project is going to entail quite yet, but yeah, he already has 837 members, and he just opened up on April 1st. So I support this man, and this is more of a community project that I think may do well. I mean, I don't know anything else about it. I just really like Ben. I respect him as a community member. So maybe we start to see some projects like kind of spoof it a little bit, but I don't know exactly what his goals are. But if he does anything kind of like this, I mean, again, maybe we have a community version of this that's like an actual doxed team. We could kind of switch this whole role behind Boss Cats, and who knows, maybe Boss Cats eventually dox too. I mean, maybe that's not their thing. I mean, I don't know. We don't know what's to come in the future, but personally, I'm going to take a little risk with Mad Dogs as well. Just like you said, it is what it is. Either I get rugged and like, it's all good. I knew what it was going into it. I ain't going to be pissed. I ain't going to be screaming, But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of hype behind it. You can't deny it.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it ain't nothing here. And I'm not going out my way to ever say that to anyone. When the question comes to me, I say it. And, that's just what's up. So I'm not running from anything. And again, that is, I hope we don't ever experience a rug on Cardano, right? Because that's just it. And I don't even like saying a damn word, because I hope the community is good. But no, man, like I said, like if they would, how I've been in the Twitter spaces the last 6 weeks, bro, like if Mad Dog, just like Blue Magic and that, like if they would have come like the Ape Society does and just come speak right quick, that's doxing to me, right? I don't need them to see anything. If Mad Dog would have did his Twitter space just with their community members, bro, like that would mean the world to me. Let me hear yourself. I don't care if you're 22.
Did you see them in the Twitter space today? They came in, but they didn't say nothing. But I saw them, and I was going to shout them out real quick. And then I think they left, though, before I could shout them out. But I saw them in the Twitter space.
Hey, that's a good sign, though. Look, and I'm not hating on that. You see, if I actually see them, bro, like that's what I need to see from a project nowadays that I want to put my money in. That's all I'm saying now. Now, how Chronic and Chrissy do my YouTube video, we only talk about projects we invested in. Everything I put out videos on, and I got a lot more that we're going to come, we actually have in our wallet. Not pumping our damn bags because we ain't selling shit. Now, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to sell you something that you want. You ain't going to buy my Boss Plan, and I'm not pumping my bags. I don't have it like that. I don't have it like that. Though. So, well, hell yeah, we got to trade. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm never pumping my own bags because I'm not selling, yo. I'm selling like years down the line. Like I traded all my stocks in traditional finance. I've been in ADA and I reconsolidated again in the 120s and 130s. with all my stocks. I sold it all and I put it in the ADA and bought more NFTs, and we're doing well. So never pump on my bags, guys. It's just all love, and I want to help the community. So if Mad Dog gets everybody rich, I swear to God, I hope it does. And that's what's up. I just wish they went about it a little different way, is my opinion. Like, a little more transparency to me means everything. If I hear him talk one time, like Split World and them, like, go talk one time. Just come talk. Like, you can say Atlanick, hey, yo, me and Chronic and friggin' I Clean Up throw a Twitter space. No one asks you another question. It's only you. Let us. Y'all have an AMA. What's up? Ask me anything.
Right.
What's going on? I'll ask them why the flaunt? Why not just come and talk? Why are you going so above and beyond without anything? If that's just marketing, cool. Like I just want to hear them talk, like we grilled Split World, like we grill every other project, like my dude Ultimate Warrior today with Pug, Space Pug Alpha, right?
Yep.
I'd rather mint Space Pug Alpha. You know why, guys? My man Mike and Ultimate Warrior, we FaceTime and we talking just like y'all. So if I'm going to tell two people or you guys mint Mad Dog Card Club or Space Pug Alpha for 40 mint, 10 a pop, I'm going to tell you take the risk on the 400 because my man Mike's a YouTuber with 8,000 subscribers. He's not rugging, my dude. He's doxed. He was in a Twitter space today with me. He's willing to get the crazy questions. I say, why are you going to buy up your own floor? He's got an answer, dude. Feel me? So like, why you want to do this? They got an answer. If you're not transparent enough to like speak to anyone in the community, and maybe they are, I haven't asked, that's what it takes for me to like get excited about a project nowadays.
And Twitter Spaces is becoming the thing where people can really hear your voice. They can hear your emotion. They can hear your passion. So to any project out there, that's really becoming a great way to get people to believe in you and to trust in you who haven't been in your Discord to understand what's going on. So go on out there and get on Spaces and shoot your shot for sure.
Why would you not, right? Talk about marketing. Why not just put your voice out there? It's why pay a Lamborghini on the top of a website, pay $20,000 for a freaking picture that meant nothing. What am I going to get? You got a picture of a garage, like one picture on that website of some colorful garage. It has nothing to do with a real life car. Like, are you going to ride me around in Cincinnati? Like, you going to come pick me up and take me to the game? Sorry, I'm going off now, bro. Like, I'm just
no, you're good, man.
Okay.
I'm just thinking, like, on the other end too. Like, Boss Cats definitely had that picture with their private jet too. So like, it's just marketing, I ain't hating on it.
Oh,
and
yeah,
someone
no,
else
for sure.
pointed that out. Someone else pointed that out, Nick. That could have just taken like 5 minutes to Photoshop the watch, bro. That could have been a picture out of a magazine. You understand?
Very true.
Like, that could have been blue magic. So what I'm saying, I don't like that. And then with people in the chat were asking about Manny Pacquiao. And that's marketing. I'm not sounding like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather it go into a different thing. So can we talk about Manny Pacquiao and like them types of deals like Baron Davis and stuff?
Yes.
Like, I love.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because I have a whole nother, in that too. You feel me?
I mean, that's
So you wanna
good.
go
Like,
first?
so my question is it like a forced interaction, right? So if something doesn't seem natural, right, is it a forced interaction, right? Like, okay, we're fronting somebody some money to shout us out, right? And so, I mean, that's fine. That's all well and good. I'm fine with that. But I want to see that Manny Pacquiao is in the NFTs, right? I want to see that Baron Davis is in the NFTs. Now, you pull up Dennis Rodman. Yeah, I'll believe it. I'll believe it no matter what, because I know that Dennis Rodman has been asking about NFTs. You want to talk to Snoop Dogg? Go ahead. Snoop Dogg's into NFTs. There's plenty of people out there that are in NFTs. It's like just marketing to those people. So getting somebody like Baron Davis, who, do I think he's in NFTs? Probably not. You know what I mean? I know that, Steph Curry is. I know that, all these other people, Dennis Rodman is, Snoop Dogg, the dude from Cypress Hill. The dude from Cypress Hill actually changed his profile pic to a boss cat for a while, I want to say. Did he or did he not? I think he did.
You
Cypress
said
Hill?
Cypress Hill. He may have on his thing. I'm not sure. But
did?
that's a cool utility that he's actually active in the website, in the Discord sometimes,
And on top of that, like, he's putting on a concert in the actual space. in the metaverse, right? So there's going to be a music spot. I want to say it's in District 4 or whatever it is. I think is what I heard, and he's putting on a concert, and that's cool for the people in District 4. Like, the big thing is if somebody's going to get into it, um, make sure that they're actually in the NFTs, right? And have a history of it, or else it just looks like a paid promotion. And then it's like, well, I can see right through that, right? You know what I mean? But it's still cool. Like, I get it.
So,
still cool.
Yeah.
I was just kind of thinking, we've talked about a lot of projects, but I think it's kind of shocking, Cornucopias is kind of just chilling for a little bit, but I'm looking at their price, and the bubble jets are back to 144, and the mint was 120 for each of them. So what do you guys think about that? I mean, I think Cornucopias is obviously one of the blue chips. I mean, I don't know if that's fair to say, but I think it is. Um, and I don't know. What do you guys feel about that? You think did you get any bubble jets? Did you get any javelins? What do you think about their price in the future and all of that?
We missed. We were trying a mint. We missed out, and we were off with the messed up mint with the javelins. And much love to Robert and team for giving over $1 million of assets away. Right. Yeah, man. I think Cornucopias is gonna kill it. Right. I think all of their I was trying to get in, just waiting for liquidity again. I like it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good play long term, but there was, again, like equine horses, you're gonna have to wait and be patient with them. Yeah, man. I think they're gonna release a few more as well, right? I can't wait for their bubble land. That's when I'm gonna get excited. But Cornucopias was the first metaverse project back in November when I got in that I was looking forward to. It just took a little longer than expected. I thought they would have minted something earlier, but I love it. I'm looking forward to it, my man.
I think you were talking about how you were surprised it went from sprinter to javelin so quickly. And so I had kind of the same idea. Like, if you put a gun to my head, though, and if you said, especially after talking to these two for 15, 20 minutes on Equine or whatever, like, if you put a gun to my head and you said you have to choose between a sprinter and a javelin or one filly, I mean, I know where my money's going. You know what I mean? Anybody, I feel like, would be kind of foolish not to do a pioneer horse at this point. I mean, the game is technically 8 months away, right? So the market could fluctuate up and down, right? But I don't think it's going any lower. Because I think the people who know the value in which they're holding, and so I just don't see it getting any lower than where it is today. Maybe a little bit, but a smidge, but nothing.
Yeah.
Well, they have the beta testing for the game coming out in Q2, so that'll be coming out next session. And then they said by summer they're hoping that they have a lot more of the game coming out to where, well, when the beta testing comes out, the holders can go and start playing around on there. So that'll be big for anyone who has a horse, a pioneer.
Can I touch on that, Atlanick? What you were saying about Boss Planet, I clean up. I like to ask that question with Manny. I wanted to touch back. I agree with everything you said. And that $1 million stock, that million shares of that LTNC, Manny Pacquiao is actually, if you go look at Manny Pacquiao's tweet, and again, I own a lot of Boss Planet. So like you could see in the chat, like I'm not being biased. Like I got 50, 60, I got a lot of money in Boss Planet that, assets. And I'm talking my own opinion that is bad about certain subjects, right? So like Manny Pacquiao, I think it's a cash grab in a sense for him. He's smart marketer. If you look at his Twitter, if you look at the very top pinned tweet, bro, it's that LTNC. It's that water company right there. That's my tweet. That's my stock, bro, that I cannot sell, my guy. So that should tell y'all everything about these productions and these promoters, bro. They're just taking $1, right? You can't even sell that as a stock market right now. Okay, so Manny Pacquiao, I can't wait till he actually puts his boxing stuff out there and stuff. And I believe the Philippines is huge with NFTs and everything, and I know he's got a huge influence. And again, it's amazing the just getting the knowledge of NFTs out there, right? But look at Snoop what Snoop did to Clay's. That's what I want, because obviously that's a paid marketing, right? Like Manny didn't seek out Boss Planet. If he did, I swear to God, I'll eat my words. And I'm sorry, I actually eat a worm. All right, I'll eat a worm. All right, not my word, I'll eat a worm. So if Manny did not get paid, like, which is fine to get paid, but Snoop is an actual 20 million followers rather than 1.9 followers. And Snoop's actually in the NFT game, and he's going to make a big nation. Manny is going to make NFTs with Boss Planet. And if you own, you are like OG Boss Planet, you will get to like probably whitelist on Manny Pacquiao's NFTs. But would you rather a Snoop Dogg NFT? I know like the American, right? People would probably like a Snoop Dogg NFT, or would you rather a Manny Pacquiao NFT? Now Manny Pacquiao gives free boxing lessons via the Oculus, my man, and we start doing some crazy utility. That's what the metaverse stuff can play. You got that boxing gym, and anybody, like, you have personal lessons. Now that is a different story. That's actual utility, and that's in the future. Whereas, and again, any eyes on the stage from Manny to Snoop Dogg is that. But I just wanted people to realize Manny is a smart businessman. He puts his name out on a lot of things, and not all of them win. Whereas Snoop is a little more strategic, and he wins on everything he touches almost, right? So I'm just trying to temper expectations on the Manny Pacquiao deal. Like, he does, invest in losers to gain money from marketing. Like, it's not going to boom like Snoop Dogg does, because Snoop's like the Midas touch, brother. He touches stuff, and look at it. The clay floor went, 115% up or more.
Yeah, I want to say real quick too. Shout outs to Aderman for the $5 shout out, bro. I don't know why it didn't show up. Maybe the stream software is a little messed up. I'm sorry about that, but I thank you so much, man. Every little bit really does help. Thank you so much. And yeah, I mean, getting investors into the project that have been around for a while, 100% is gonna help out. It's a smart marketing strategy, and I'm really happy for Boss Cats, man. They've been getting a lot of people shouting them out. They've been getting a lot of attention, and it's only gonna help the overall space. So even if you don't like them, like, just chill. Like, it's helping. It's every project that starts doing better and better is helping us.
Absolutely.
Again, when this dude right here is picking about a Manny I'm complaining, bro. I am complaining about a Manny Pacquiao partnership. Let's just think about what I'm doing here. I have high expectations for Boss Planet. That is why. Like, I can talk bad about a project that I'm in heavily, and I'm not going to sway the market, okay? So, like, let's just say that. Like, I'm not there yet, and I have, like, a lot invested, like, in this stuff. So, like, it's just my opinion, man. And I just wish, like, obviously, as an investor, like, Manny Pacquiao would have made more of an impact on the Boss Planet land. Like, and it didn't. So that's just it. I got a lot of opinions, man.
Yeah, it's all good. Rafiki says there's another Nami glitch perhaps with handles. He just wants to let people know. Little PSA. I don't know if it got fixed or not, because I did hear about this before. But if it's another issue that's happening still, yeah, gotta just be careful. I don't know.
Dude, imagine all the people that are going to get swindled with handles. Just imagine it. Like, what's the address? Oh, my address is Andre.Smith, not Andre.Smith or Andre Smith.Smith. And how many times can I say, hey, here's my address, and then somebody transposes the numbers or the letters, or they misspell it. Like, look at how many times have you misspelled a gamer tag, bro? That's all it is. It is a gamer tag. It's a glorified gamer tag. Stick with your address. Stick with doing the copy and paste for the address, because that's the only sure way that you can do it. Like, period, end of story.
Well, I know the BlindGirl, she already messed up one. We were trying to do something nice for Lord Vader, one of our mods, because he supported her. He's been over a mod with her and for me, and he's just been a super supportive dude. So she was like, hey, I want to do something special for him. She wanted to give him one of her paintings, and I was like, yeah, it's Lord Vader. Like, go check in the mod channel. And I had asked him, like, hey, is it Lord Vader? And then he said, no, it's like Lord_Vader. But she saw my first question, and she copied that, and she sent it to the wrong person. So we tried contacting him in a way, like minting another NFT that like says like, hey, can you send this to? And like, we couldn't get a hold of him. So yeah, man, it's already convoluted and kind of, you know, sketchy. So yeah, if there's anything important, don't. I almost fell into it too. I sent somebody something the other day. I was like, yeah, send it to $Atlanick, and it worked. But like, I thought to myself, I was like, that's so stupid. Why are you risking it with something brand new? Like, I should have just sent the address, like for real.
I did the same the other day, and I thought, because right after that, and it got to me, right? But the scammy stuff that's going to say like they can use a Russian letter, right, that looks like an I, or a capital I that looks like an L, and then they'll just copy and paste it, right? Like I said, so like, why I'm with you. Use the address for now, guys. Like I'm so it's cool to have it in your wallet. It's an NFT. You spent 10 ADA, 20, 30, 50 ADA to get your name. Like, until it gets better, like just use the address. What's the difference? You're copy and pasting it anyway. Like, really? Like, and I spell stuff wrong all the time, you know? So yeah, it's definitely smart to just do the address, man.
That was good looking out for Freaky. It's obviously Ape Club guy. So big shout out to that guy. He's also a mod in the chat. And from what I heard, he's got his own project he's trying to work on right now. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
So what are you guys looking to buy right now, if anything? Are you guys looking forward to just overexposed as a mint and Clay Nation, or are you guys thinking about buying up any Pavia floor while it's still cheap, or you know what's your strategy going into the next few weeks?
Well, the strategy for us was to get a Clay, which we did, right? That was like priority number one, to get access to both things, and that happened. So now Bake Nation and whatever Clay plots we can mint, we're gonna try for that. If access is available with liquidity, I mean ADA and betas, I mean I gotta try to get one. I'm gonna mint my whitelist right on the 14th or whenever that's gonna be, something like that. And then you know what's up. I like that project. I like Invada Gym. And again, I like the fact that, again, it's my preference that I like people that are speaking or doing interviews with someone. Like, so I'd invest my money in there the same day-ish as Mad Dog. So that's going to take my place. I might not even mint Mad Dog because, again, the liquidity, if I had the liquidity, I told you I would. So that's that, right? Overexposed for sure at the end of the month. My man, the Space Pugs, right? If I have liquidity, again, you know, for 40 ADA, again, I think that's the community. You think Mad Dog Car Club, it's the same thing. Like they got the boss cats, bro, and they just they're pumped up for that project. And I did an AMA with them, and I heard people saying they're gonna buy 20 and 30 and sweep the floor. So there's only 5,000 supply. People wanting to do 20 or 30. You know, and then they got all this other stuff my man Mike will tell you about, right? I mean, and then Ugly Bros season 2, right? That's another win. I don't know if it's going to be early May, right? But again, anything else, honey, that you thinking of? Like, if anything else pops up, I definitely.
Yeah, we don't have a huge list of mints.
I know I'm missing some stuff. Y'all know what's up. You know you're always missing anything, but try to buy, excuse me, to buy into anything. We in Pavia. We got like 10 Pavia plots. I got into Pavia before the ad drops to get the tokens. We really in everything, my man. Other than I'm gonna trade iCleanup for a space bud, bro. Like, you know, like that's all I need, bro. Like, and that's why I got exposure to Rats DAO, to have the space buds pixel, and that if that ever came into play, right? That's another big if. But again, that was my exposure to that, looking as the ETF. Like, I'm well rounded.
Yeah, we're saving our ADA and our liquidity for all of these mints in the projects that we're already in coming up. So that's what makes it hard, is you got to pick and choose. Yeah. We're big hodlers, so we don't flip things very much.
Isn't it crazy? Like, so you buy into a project, right? And then to unlock the next stage, you know, it takes more mint and other things like that. So it's like you have to kind of be very judicious on what you get into, because it's like you could end up spending a pretty decent bag just to get everything that you needed, right? So like with boss cats, right? You had to buy a boss cat, and then you had to hold like maybe 2 or 3, right? That's the point. You wanted to hold 3, which, like, let's say it's 60 ADA, right? And then after that, you had to get like rocket. You had to pray for rocket parts or like whatever it was, right? And then after that, you got to mint like the land, you know? And so that right there can soak up some ADA, especially when I was looking at those rocket parts. Those rocket parts, at the start, they were going for like 9K, and then they got up to like 24K and like 17K and like crazy amounts of ADA. And so I was
got
just
the
like,
snowmobiles coming up from the Yetis. So it's like,
Right.
it's same idea, more Boss Cat Rocket Club type of thing going on. So Lazy Llama Lands, there's so many different things that are going to be coming out we want to get. And what do you
there's
do?
only so much.
Dude, I'm struggling right now because I also just found out about a little bit of Bitfins today. He was in the Twitter space, and I was like, man, I seen Bitfins. I know, in my opinion, that they're gonna go up in value. Even though I didn't even know about the project, I believed in Bitfins just because I see him everywhere. When you have people put in that amount of work, people are gonna respect it. And I was one of those people, even though I didn't buy in, I respected his grind. I respected his commitment to his community. And, I'm looking over here right now on JPEG at the Bitfins floor, and it's at 37, and I'm thinking like, man, like I do want to get into this project. There's no problem in my mind for me to get into this project. The only thing is, I spent a bunch of ADA recently to get, another clay like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then I just bought 3 Equine, and then, and it's like I'm very happy with these. I'm cool with that, but like I can't do anything now. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like at some point you got to take profits. Like if you're in my position anyways, and you don't have like steady income coming in, like you have to take profits to then reallocate the profit money into something else that's going to make you money, or you just hold and you only play like 1 or 2, maybe like 4 or 5, depending on all the money, like big plays. Like I really think it's a bad idea to do like one of these, 2 of these, one of these, one of those, one of these, 2 of these, 3 of those. It's like, are you paying attention to all of these every day too? Probably not. So when these go up in value, are you going to be like, oh, cool, I'll take profits? Or like, are you not even paying attention? And then it goes back down in value, and now you're holding forever. And that money you could have made like 50 ADA, you could have made maybe another 50 ADA, flipped it for 100, which I know people laugh at. Like that's nothing. It's like, sure though, like you're picking a bunch of projects, like you probably should be taking profits at that point if you're literally dispersing your money that thin, because then that 100 ADA could go into 3 Mad Dogs in that scenario, or one what was it, Pendulum, and then but then again you'd have to like pinpoint all these entries. Like then you'd have to sell Pendulum at like 200, right, or 300, and then pick another thing, and you need to be right so many times with that small amount of money. It's just like it's a never-ending loss. Like you're gonna have to, there's too much that has to go right. So I think the best way is to just kind of spend a bit extra money on like some better projects and just kind of wait.
We agree, and we're still trying to find a balance of how many projects do you get into, how many can you handle keeping track of, how many, we want to be spread into all these different amazing communities, but you can only do so much, especially with how much liquidity you have. And we're still trying to learn that flipping game on what do we want to sell and get liquidity to buy others, or did we rather want to hold that because it's a project that's a hodler?
Yep. But like you said about Bitfins, my dude, we just did a video yesterday on Bitfins and Cardolphins, right? And they're both minting right there. You're looking at season 1 Bitfins. And like you said, Tyler, dude, is killing Twitter spaces every single day.
We talk to him like every day almost.
Yeah, and then you also, he's about to integrate the MetaMask wallet like on Tuesday. Like you have Bored Apes, any MetaMask, dude, is going to be in your picture frames, in your aquarium. So that's going to bring utility. I mean, and again, and that in the season 2, the Boca fin fish, they're minting right now for like 42. And they're really cool. Like,
they're
again,
really cute. Yeah, they're in their own little aquarium thing when you look at them.
If you have kids, bro, like that's the stuff you have kids. You know what I mean? Look right there, my kid every day, Nemo or the owls, right? They like them, and that's the type of stuff I'll invest in the people. Spend a couple hundred ADA, because I did miss him last year, but that was really nice that he he's minting these so we can get involved in a project. And again, that's where I'll plant a few ADA and I'll get involved. Like I minted ADA Army. We've minted a couple of them because we believe in crypto heaps, right? Like we get to know these people, as content creators or just as people, and we invested in them, right?
This is going to be a cool project, though, where you can have your own aquarium, put up any NFT you want. You can even do cross-chain, where you can upload your wallet or connect it to it, and all of your NFTs can be, can be put up. It can look like lava. It can look like, I mean, they have all different things. They also have the decorations minting right now as well.
Right, the ice, you can look like just like a real aquarium. But I clean up. You have space buds, my dude. So if you had a statue like a space bud, you can unlimited. You can put your space bud. They're doing a claymates. They're about to do a Kongs. He's really going deep, bro. So it's pretty sick.
Yeah.
So I got a hold of him earlier because I know that they were doing like the 3D almost avatars of like chilled Kongs and stuff like that. So I was gonna do like I was gonna ask the artist to do like a chilled Kong, and then probably my space bug because they've done a space bug before, and I know they did a chilled Kong for I think Jake or Crypto Savage. I don't know which one, but yeah, it was definitely something that I was looking into. I talked to Bitfins like way back in the day, like right when they first started minting, and I minted one, you know, and I've kind of like looked at it to do like aquarium stuff. But yeah, he is very active in the community. He does a really great job. Super smart guy. Like, can be somewhat abrasive at times, but he's accurate, right? So like, I don't think he doesn't say anything that people aren't thinking already. You know what I'm saying? It's not as controversial as you think. He just has the balls to say it, I guess you'd say.
I think they've also collabed with Cardano and Isometric World, so they're connecting with a lot of great projects as well. So excited to see what everyone comes up with.
Awesome. We have another question by Eric, Mr. Twitter Space himself. You know, he says, what do y'all think of FUD Buddies? Floor is currently 35 right now.
Wait, that's 65.
65,
right?
My bad.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had you muted.
I believe the team, they're pretty active. They have a pretty decent team. Again, I didn't jump on these. Just missed them. I would have tried to mint. I don't really have much of opinion. They came out. They do have a good team behind them, though. Correct, if I'm not mistaken. If I looked on their Twitter account, I looked at it yesterday. They had somebody pretty. I thought it was pretty well known, like who actually is like the creator of the project. If I'm not mistaken,
it's like Death Squad. Maybe I'm wrong. So we have Death Squad in there. I'm trying to think who else. Hold on. Let me get in the old Discord here because I have FUD buddies.
Tal yelled Bitfins.
Yeah, Tal with the
on
Bitfins.
Chat.
Yeah, they got a lot of Kongs. They got a lot of flippers. So if like a lot of the flippers, again, man, these flippers, you got to know like what to flip and what to do. I'm not good at that, right? Because I always want to hold them all, and I get stuck holding a bag. So, man, it's just like if you're gonna go into a project like you said, Nick, to create liquidity, whether it be, it doesn't matter if overexposed and you wanted to 5x your money to go in that space, but like who's to blame you for that? You just need to have a plan. And when you do get in trouble is when you don't have a plan. And this guy never has a plan. I just buy and try to hold because that's what I believe in right now. Like, you know, but I mean, not everybody is in the same position. And I can do stuff a lot better than I do, man. Let's just be real.
Everybody could. And I think, you know, yeah, you're right. Everybody has to have a goal because if you don't have a whole lot of money, you're probably looking to flip, make some more money, flip, make some more money, flip, right? But if you have a lot of money, if you work a day job or whatever you work, if you have income coming in where you don't need to flip, you know, and you're just parking your money as an investment, I respect the hell out of that. And I think you're probably going to be better off than a lot of these people flipping all these projects, you know? And I also think strategies constantly change, and you need to be aware of that too. Back in February, back in January, you could have minted any project that was about 5K in the Discord. You would have doubled your money if you sold within the first day, and you could have kept it moving no matter what the project was, all art, utility, you name it, doesn't matter. And then you go straight to March, and the whole strategy changed. The whole strategy was don't mint anything, buy a few things that are good off the floor. You know what I mean? And then like maybe one or two projects had a decent mint, but even Cornucopias had a kind of rough mint, and that was one that I thought was gold. I thought I was gonna double my money no matter what. This is way too good, and you know, I was a little surprised. Long term, I'm still not worried, but yeah, you know, the strategies constantly change, and yeah, for somebody who has like a long term aspect, you probably only want to buy blue chips if we're being real. You know, like there's no need for you to risk. There's literally no need. It's pointless. You know, but if you have a very little bit of money and you do want to try to, you know, push your luck because you're just tight for cash or something, start small and take your freaking profits though, because you're not gonna be able to do anything if you only got 100 and then you buy something and then you wait for a month. It's like, well, you just missed a month worth of mints.
Right.
Yeah, I think I should chill on mints for a little while. Just try to get some ADA. I don't know. Yeah, I've just been grinding. I've been on my fiat grind, right, to afford more ADA, essentially. So I think moving forward, I'm going to be a little bit more judicious with like what I meant or whatever. But it's so hard, like you guys said, with so many projects coming out that it's like, and they're all pretty cool. You know, the ones that are happening. You know, I have a Yeti, and so it's like, well, then I have snowmobiles, right?
I know.
And it's like, well, there goes some more ADA. You know, I got to get a Philly.
100 a mint, right? So if you want to try to get 3, it's 300 ADA. Like, yeah, it's just like, yeah.
That was kind of my point for, sorry, that was kind of my point for Mad Dogs too. Like with Pendulum, you could have gotten 3 and done a little risk there, or you can mint Mad Dogs and you can mint 10 for the same risk. And you know, like, yeah, just be aware of what it is though. We don't know what to expect.
And straight up, let's be real. Since I dogged on Mad Dogs, like I said, if this thing and when this thing mints and they don't rug, all right, so I'm going to say it. When they don't rug, this thing's going to go from 300 to like 120, I think. If the community's real, you're going to make. But I think a lot of people are going to flip because that's their intention. I think they're flipping. That's what I would have been mine. I would have sold 4 and I would have kept 1, right? Just to hold it. You know what I mean? And I think if they do get them out quick, they're going to smash them. And I pray to God that's it. And I won't FOMO in, and I will be the first one. Hey, congratulations, everyone, because I'm glad for that. So now go put that into a better, like you said, go put it into something else. But last thing, yeah, we're definitely picking and choosing and trying to make sure we don't miss the blue chip projects like we're in, like the shroom drop, right? So like I want to make sure I can get each magic mushroom with each shroom, right? You know what I mean? Like, you know, bankroll management is everything. So make sure you got your blue chips that you're always keeping up with, and make sure you have that bankroll or a plan to get ADA or sell to make sure you're going to further your bag in the blue chips, because they're the ones that keep on giving. Look at Boss Cat's about to drop. I'm about to get 10 Vox Cats. That's when I was going to sell. I want that liquidity to sell some of them Vox, right? I like this. We like to sell the free stuff. You know what I mean? Right? Because it's like no risk. So, man, it's just that it just shows like get into stuff that's, you know, like Yetis is amazing, right? Like and what's next after that, right? They're going to be Yeti land, I'm sure, right? So it's just like, it's never ending.
Just like Boss Land. Yeah, it's getting to the point where we're mainly wanting to mint projects that we talk to and know the devs or the creators beforehand. I mean, I guess being in this space longer now and getting used to minting and how it all goes, we just want to save our money for the bigger projects that we're in and then mint the people that we believe in. So that's why we're kind of just picking and choosing and want people to get out on more spaces. I mean, make us spend more money.
What do you guys think of the DAOs? You know, with Rats DAO, did you guys get any Rats DAO?
Yep.
Yeah, we had 6. We used 2 to trade for something. But yeah, so we still got 4. I love the DAOs for alpha. I love to be able to talk to the so-called experts in the claymates and the pixel analysis. And then that's what I use it for. Not to front run a project, because again, I'm not selling, but if you are a flipper, it definitely benefits you to have a Boss DAO, a Rats DAO. If you're a flipper, why not go in there and know, hey, they're about to pick up 40 Ghost Chain for 700. You know, Boss DAO bought 42 Ghost Chain at a floor is 1,000, right? So then you sell them back to the DAO. Like, you're talking about wanting to be a flipper, that should be have someone that has access to a DAO, because it's insider trading essentially, right? How do I feel about the fractionalization of the DAOs? Man, you know, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time in like 5 years, right? Like, are we ever going to see anything like the rat token they give us? Like, do we need to go, you know, transfer it to ADA to get liquidity? Do we have to wait for it to be $1? How are we going to get a space bud fractionalized out of that? Like, I'll believe that all when I see it, y'all. It's just a dream. But then again, like I'm hoping and praying that a space bud does go to 1 million floor, right? And we all get a piece. But I want some ADA, right? Or rat that I can get to ADA. And if it does do that, man, that's what they said they were going to do. It's just hard to picture that, right, actually happening, right? Because usually when that happens, like it, people get screwed. But yeah, man, what is your opinion on it? I like more acronym DAO, right? With the 60%, I like let me lend against, let me borrow against my NFT. That's where we like, right? To like, I don't want to sell. I want to get the liquid out. I'll go get that 3K, buy 10 Mad Dogs, flip it and pay my loan back, right? That's what, or take a loss of 300 ADA, right? I'll play my risk like that. Like, that's how I am. Like, give me my dang money off my Space Buds collateral. I'll go play the market. If I can't pay you back, I sold it to you anyway. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I can't wait.
Someone threw up a proposal to do that in the Ape Society DAO as well. I don't know if that came across and passed yet, but that was another thing that we thought was really cool, was being able to borrow against one of your apes. I mean, up to so much money, and you only have so much time to pay it back, 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month. And if you don't, they own the NFT and you only get up to so much of a percent of it, maybe 70. But that's going to be really valuable to a lot of people, really helpful to get some liquidity for things and still be able to keep your NFT.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you go clean up. What you got to say?
So, okay, so with DAOs, I can see how they would work. I feel like you would have to be a pretty big player inside of it to reap any of like the big benefits from it. But I think, I mean, I could see how that would work, like as far as like knowing kind of what they're going to move into and other things like that. I mean, that to me would be pretty awesome. But I think it all depends on how much you trust them, right? And just like with any other NFT project or any community or Discord or chat room or anything like that, like how much you trust the people that are on the inside, right? And so I think if I were to get in anyone, it would probably be Ratstow. I mean, it seems like the most like kind of solid. Obviously, there were some other DAOs that kind of rugged or whatever, and weren't that great. But yeah, I think Rads will be here for a while, for sure. But yeah, I'm not currently in any DAO, but it was something that I kind of like looked at. But then I was just like, there's no way I could be like a major player in it, right? It's kind of like with the DeFi space, if I were to just use my wallet right now, it kind of wouldn't necessarily be worth it because I don't have as much liquidity to be a bigger percentage in the pool, right? To make a rip off every transaction and other things like that. So yeah, the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Yeah, the part that kind of confused me, and I still don't quite get it, is the distribution of the rat token is basically how they're going to do their voting. And if you own a certain amount of this, then you can get a certain amount of voting. So I thought it was supposed to be similar to, though, like you get, you buy the NFT here, you sell the NFT here, and then it gets dispersed to you somehow. But if that's not how it's going to work, if you're just going to keep putting it back in and making the company worth more and more and more, then like where does the value ever come from?
They plan on it coming from. That's exactly what they're doing.
Good question.
I mean, they plan on it, the treasury value, right? Equivalent. If they ever said, look, like, yeah, they plan on the treasury equaling a certain amount, and then they're going to fractionalize per divided by the rat token and give you that. I mean, that's how they're supposedly doing it. And they said, Atlanick, it's just hard to see them doing that, especially when they're trying to ask, to 10 to 50,000 more tokens to get implemented into the system. If you recall them doing that, I spoke with the 4 founders, but I think they're, it's like, where does it stop? Like, when does it stop? You keep adding value to these 4 people, right? This big wallet. Like, when is enough, right? And when do we start seeing them returns? Right? That's what I want. Like, I want to be able to say, hey, this equity is mine now. Like, give me, that's why I would rather like give people a damn space bud. Like, I hate that, right? I don't know how it's gonna work, right? Because like, it gets awesome to look at that wallet, right, with 82 clays, right, 18 GCs, whatever space buds, right? I want that. I want a piece. Like, how can I get it? And when is that rat token gonna be worth what that treasury is worth, right? Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one.
I'm cool with them delaying it, but I think at least once a year, sell off a percent and give it to some holders in some way, implement some sort of staking maybe. I mean, and all the ones that are staked to get the ADA at the end of the year. That way the people who are just trying to sell, they can get out and, they don't get the tokens, whatever it is to kind of incentivize people to hold. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I would be cool with like a 2-year thing just for the first 2 years where you try to just build as much as possible because, a couple 100,000 turning into a couple million is a big difference, and then a couple million turning into like tens or hundreds of millions is then like, okay, now we can distribute everybody like, 10,000 or something. And it's like, thank you. Like, okay, cool. But like right now it's just like, oh, just pray for a little while. It's all good, like you got faith, I got faith, like what could happen? It's like, bro, exactly what could happen.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, when you add 10,000 more tokens, even if they do give like the Genesis, the top 1K got more tokens, than the other 9K. So then the next 10K is going to have a lesser value. So as you keep adding more people, that's what they need. More people in a DAO to make money, right? Because the royalties start to dry up. When, like, as you're adding more people, like your piece of the pie is getting smaller as well. Like, yeah, your bag is getting bigger, but it all is relatively the same when you divide it by the amount of numbers, right? So it's like you said, tell me a number. Am I going to receive 300, 300,000 rat, which equals 300 ADA in 3 years? Or just give me a roundabout number. What's your model showing? You know what I mean? That would make me feel much better. But again, man, being the collector I used it and I thought it was something different, but now I kind of use it for, just the exposure to information in a sense, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Cleanup finish his thoughts on this, but I'm gonna try to wrap it up a little bit within the next 10 minutes. I know it's getting late for everybody. You guys got kids. I know Cleanup's got work in the morning. So yeah, what you got to say, Cleanup?
So I think do they have a multi-sig wallet? No. See, so that's a problem.
Yeah, exactly,
Right.
exactly. They're almost there, and I believe they're working on it. They might actually have something on their Discord, like showing you some stuff, man, and you might understand it better. And I think they're doing something with Rat's Lab that might provide value with music and stuff. So again, there's more that I need to dive into, but it's a wait and see for sure.
So as of right now, the Space Buds community wallet is multi-sig. So, and the reason why that's important is because not one person can just take off with all of the money, right? So multiple signatures have to be on there in order for anything to happen. So it provides a little bit more trust within the community and its members. And so I know that without that, I don't know how much faith I would have in that sort of thing. I'm pretty sure, the people in Rat's DAO have nothing but the best intentions, based on who's right there, like the Rat Council, TCT, great person. As far as I know, he tried to revive like a couple different projects and was doing that. And so I think the team's going to be good. But yeah, it's like, well, what's the payoff, right? Like, imagine if they voted to sell 10% of the clays. Wow, this thing is bumping. Well, then what does everybody get out of that, right? Like, of course, it all goes in the community wallet. And then how much is your share inside the community? Like, is it enough of a rip, right? As opposed to being on DeFi, where, oh shit, what if somebody dies?
Right? That question just
multi-sig.
blew my mind.
Yeah.
It's all that. I mean, it's not your keys, not your crypto. So it's
right.
You know,
what happens?
It's a torch, man. You got to keep passing it down.
You know, and maybe there's a you know, needs. Maybe, who knows? I wouldn't say maybe they need an 80%. That would defeat the purpose, right? Like 4 to 5 signatures.
Right.
I don't know if they. You don't have to have all signs. That's what they just said.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, it's definitely a long hold. The Rad's DAO, any DAO, right? It's a long hold. There's definitely no immediate returns. And again, it's amazing alpha, like straight up. Like, if you're interested in learning about clays, why not talk to someone who's been in clays since clays or buds and buds? You know, you really can learn some stuff.
My computer just did the snap, you ran out of memory thing, so my computer may crash at any given time, but we're good for now. We'll end it in like maybe 5 minutes or so.
Okay,
sounds good.
That's fine.
When that storage thing comes up, I get so mad. I'm like, I've barely done anything. God.
Yeah. They've done nothing.
I knew it was going to get sketchy when I opened up my Daedalus wallet to do the clays real quick, and I was like, but I have to do clays, so I'm going to risk it.
Right.
What do y'all been asking me? I mean, you know, us, what do y'all must, you know, what do y'all go to mints this month? You know, whatever, like, what are you guys looking forward to the most?
You can take it, clean up. I mean, you already know what I'm going to say.
I'm anxious to see what happens with Mad Dog. Like, is it what we think it's going to be? Is it going to be Boss Cats Volume 2? Is it going to be its own thing, which is something that I want? Like, because here's the thing. You're not going to have another Boss Cats Rocket Club. You're just not going to happen. Okay? Because it's an original formula, right? And so you can't take that sort of original formula, bite the style of it completely, and then come away unscathed, right? People are going to want to flip this thing. I don't know what it's going to do with the market, right? Like, people originally wanted to flip Boss Cats, right? Then something happened to where it was like, well, if you hold Boss Cats of multiple wallets, you get more of a chance at luck at doing this, that, and the other. And they had a whole scheme, and it was just like fucking crazy. You know what I mean? And like, I don't think you can reproduce that. Like, I just don't think you can. Right? There's no way. And so, I'm kind of anxious to see what happens there. And then, you know, I'll finish. Go ahead.
I want to ask you. I was telling Nick before he jumped in. All right, so look, you pussyfooting, brother. What we thinking? Like, are you? I don't know if you a bull or a bear on Mad Dog. No, I'm just saying.
Well,
I want you to be. I want you to know. What do you? I'm joking. What do you think? you know, I'm trying to say, like, you're very like in the middle. I can't figure out if you like them or you don't. Like, I'm trying to say, what do you think the price is going to be?
I was actually saying this too, is like, we have so many different people in this space, and I love it too, because like, you know, we have like DJ and Travis that's kind of skeptical of everything, calls everything a rug pull, and like, I know some people may get mad, but like, you just gotta understand it. It's like our personalities and our like comfort zone. So like, you know, don't get mad at anybody who you know is like super on one side. And then I'd say the majority of us, like Block, me, Blake, we're kind of like in the middle. We always try to play that middle ground, you know, because we don't like to step over any boundaries or like get, you know, too offensive, because, you know, we've been on both sides of the spectrum. So like, we don't even know which way to go at all to actually have conviction one way or the other. And I think that's our true personality. And then we have like, I think you're on the other end of the spectrum, where you're like all positive, like it's all good, man. I love this, I love that, I love this, and if you don't buy it, that's cool, but I'm going to the moon. I'll see you guys later. I love you all. You know, I'll take some pictures. I got a brand new Kodak that I got from my boss cat. You know, I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, I don't like to like knock no projects, man. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm just trying to present another argument on it. And that's why I clean up. I was trying to say, like, are you bullish? or are you skeptical like me?
I'm skeptical in some portions. So I think that you can't necessarily take the same formula that Bosscat had and make it successful in the same space. Like, if it happens for Yetis, that's great. I don't know what their overall thing is, but I mean, I'm just hoping that something different comes out of it, right? Because from what it seems like, it's a direct association, right, with exactly what they did. And so I just don't think you can copy that sort of formula twice, right, and have the same result. So, am I minting 10? Yes, I'm minting 10. Am I going to flip 10 if I can? Yes. I don't.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
if it's
totally agree with that.
if it's 60 ADA, then it's 60 ADA. If it tops out at 2400 ADA, then I'll be there. But for right now, it's more along the lines of like, well, so I have to secure some bags here, and so if some people can get into the Mad Dog Car Club through me, then that's fine. I'm okay with that. More than willing. It's definitely not a longer hold for me, but I mean, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know.
Dude, because I'm like so stuck is like I 100% want it to be a flip, but yeah, like if I see it at 100, like is that good enough? If I see it at 200, like is that good enough? Like I don't know, like I kind of have a number of like 300 in my head that's where I want to kind of sell like the first one, you know what I'm saying? Get my whole investment back, hold 9, but like will that happen? I don't know, like, and if I see it at 200 and I'm still holding the bag, like nah, it's gonna go to 300, and then it doesn't, it's like, well, I should have sold at least one there, so you know I'm gonna be in my emotions. I'm gonna be trying to zen out, trying to ignore my emotions, but they're gonna be there. Like, man, it's gonna be a tough one. I'm gonna do my best to take profits just in case, but yeah, as long as it doesn't rug straight away, I think we're all good. But if it rugs, I mean, yeah, everybody lost their money. I mean, that's what a rug is.
And absolutely, and I said it in front of her, the risk reward is worth it. All right, it's 30 ADA, right? If you're gonna do one, like it's worth it, because like you said, if I thought it was the magic number for me was 302. You know what I mean? 302. Like the hype surrounding this thing, if it does pop, like it will pop. You know what I mean? Like that was my true belief, and my whole thing was just like, that's it. Like if it pops and they send them NFTs, bro, like you straight for a month. Like what happens after that, that's on you. Like I'm with you. I clean up. For me, it definitely wouldn't be a long haul, other than maybe 1 or 2. But again, if you're too scared to take a chance, you probably shouldn't be in this game. I just don't want to be that dude to say, get it, and then you buy. But that happens, right? You gotta, again, it's
Right.
Do your own research. Do your own research. Just throwing out some stuff, and yeah, I mean, much love. We definitely would love to mint as well, and be in the same boat, sell 1 and or sell 4, and keep 1 or 2. Like we win, and just have a plan. Y'all both have plans, so that's what's up.
You're right.
So, what do you think about the mint
plan.
being pushed back to the 15th? Is that like, oh, like that's bad news, or is it like, nah, it's all good? It's just like a week.
It depends. It's kind of weird. Like no other mint was on the 8th, right? That was probably the spot to jump on it. I don't know what. I don't look at it that way because I haven't been involved. But just like Boss Planet, like they pushed back their free Vox ad drops a week or 2, and then they threw in, like if you're investing, you're investing in a project, like that shouldn't worry you. If that's a red flag for you, geez, like what other you missed? You know what I mean? Like that does not matter to me at all. Yeah, just get you more time to fix your bag.
I've been waiting on Kongs to do something for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it doesn't make me lose the overall scheme and picture, right? And so I think with them delaying, I mean, they said like we just couldn't mint exactly the way we wanted it to. Obviously, I think there's no question on whether number 1, these things are going to sell out, or number 2, oh my goodness, like Chris, don't let Chronic, by bad. It's too late. It's too late. We're committed.
I mean, it is a cheap enough mint to where nobody should get burned too hard. I mean, if you only have 100, then just buy one. If you have 1,000, just buy three. If you got 10,000, I mean, hey, maybe you buy all 10, right? But it's not financial advice. We're telling you exactly what it is. Like it could 100% be a rug. Nobody knows. Not even the people that are quote unquote influencers. There's no way we can know. It's not like we get any extra information that you guys get. So all we're doing is shooting the shit and hoping for the best. And I think that's number 3. I think we're actually good.
I think so. I spent like 400 or 500 ADA on Cardoge puppies, which I ended up getting rugged on. So I think I can spend like 300 on Mad Dog and be just fine, right? I think we'll be okay.
See, guys, the reason, bro, y'all, you got to realize why I'm skeptical. Literally, just like y'all get DM'd by everybody, right? With every new project to join. Literally, every project that was in that basket of like requests, like literally Doodle Dolphins, Mutant Cheetahs. I think the one that you just said, that little Cardoge, like the Doge puppies, they look like little. I think I was in that one too. Like they were all, I want to say, within the same few weeks, and it was kind of like they all these rugs all work together. It's kind of like a little rug system. Like there's like 3 or 4 companies that just rug, right? So like I don't know if that's true or whatnot, but like it seemed really fishy. And then like with all that like basket of rugs, like all came packaged together, and this is the only one that like it was kind of weird, like because they pushed it back a couple months. I was like, man, you're gonna make people grind for 9 weeks. I hope y'all can keep this hype up. And if y'all telling me the hype's still real in the Discord, you know what I mean? Well, hey, dude, they did a good job, because that's a long time to keep a community rolling, right?
Dude, people are still grinding.
Well, that's what's up. Shoot, you know what I mean? Like, I know one of my homies. Hey, I know one of my homies from Kongs. We're in a private Discord. He's one of the mods, bro. And he's the same way. Like, I don't know. It might, but I'm going to take the chance, right? I'm going to mint my 10. And that's what it is, because it could be a ticket. It could turn into 20K. It could turn into the best thing Cardano NFT of the year. You never know. You only know if you don't invest. Or you just chill, and time will tell, guys.
Exactly. Hey, on that note, I'm going to probably end it here, guys. If anybody has any final questions, if you guys got any final things to say, anything you want to shout out, maybe family, cousins, little kid got a birthday, I don't know. Let it be known.
Plus, the Mad Dog mint is the day before my birthday. So wow. I think I'm going to celebrate my birthday. Hopefully it goes to the moon. Past that to Jupiter.
Birthday vibes.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, bro. I hope it goes well for you, man. I hope you wake up on your birthday eve or whatever it is, and you got a fat bag and you go out to the strip club, bro. Whatever you do, man, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm sorry. What's clean up? You going to CNFT Con, both of you?
Of course, yeah.
Good.
I am.
I know Nick is. My bad to cut you off, brother.
Yeah, Nick should be going. I mean,
right? I'm 100% going. I actually talked with my parents about it because I wanted to invite them. Obviously, I just didn't know if they would be down, money wise. And I know they go to Vegas like probably once a year, starting like 2 years ago, just because. No like depression shit or nothing, but both my parents had cancer and they're both survivors of cancer. So my mom kind of likes to, she always wanted to go to Vegas, and after she had cancer, she was kind of like, all right, this is eye opening. Like, let's go to Vegas. Like, let's stop beating around the bush. Let's stop waiting for things that we want to do. So they're gonna come to Vegas too, and I want to let you know too, Cleanup. You can give that room that you were gonna give to me to somebody else if they need it, or whatever.
That's fine, yeah. Do you need a ticket?
I still probably need a ticket, yeah.
Okay, I got you. I got a VIP ticket with your name on it.
Thank you, man. Hey, let's go.
Okay. Yeah. No big deal. I got you.
Yeah, I know. We did that CNFT Legacy Pass the other night. Everybody we drove up the price. We got regular tickets, so we did a little peons. We're not VIP, man. So
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Shower drops. Hopefully the airdrops are better for y'all this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad had one of the original passes, the $150 CNFT passes, and that was back when I was teaching him how to flip, and he saw it at like 500. He was like, "Should I sell it?" And I was like, "Yeah, you should sell it." And so he sold it for 500, and like 2 weeks later, it went back down to like 120 or something, and I was like, "Yes, let's go!" But we never bought it back though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. Doge Daddy and Doge Mama are coming to and that's what's up. My mom had ovarian cancer as well and beat it. So much love to your peoples, man. And I know it's a hard time, dude, for sure.
100%, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it was a pleasure being on here with you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
everyone for checking in as well and watching and chatting with us. Everyone on the chat, they've been awesome. They've been here the whole time.
Here. She's looking on the chat here. I told you on our phone, digging down, just trying to respond.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for finding the time. I know it's super late. On top of that, you guys deal with children. Like, man, super kudos to you, man. That's insane. You were going back and forth checking on your kids too. Like, man, you're literally out here multitasking hard.
This is the life. It's what we grind. It's all good. Late is good for us usually.
We signed up for it, bro.
They're all sleeping.
So, we'll remember these times in a few years and laugh, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully in our mansions and stuff, all right?
On Metaverse.
At least the bills paid, bro. You know,
Here with my Lamborghini.
Oh yeah.
If not, I got two Cardano for speed Lambos we can use in a virtual real estate.
We be riding.
That's cool. It was fun, y'all, for sure. We gotta do it again one time, and
for sure.
Yeah, appreciate y'all, and
good
luck
y'all
with y'all
having
flips.
us on.
You know, or y'all buys. And clean up. You got some advice, man. Don't be wailing by yourself. Make sure to throw it to Atlanick. Throw it to me, bro. Like you got that inside, bro. Sometimes it sounds like.
Yeah. Get a Philly while you can.
Yeah.
That's it. Get a Philly while you can.
All right, guys. I'm just gonna end it here because more things on my computer are starting to crash. So it's probably shutting down time. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Thank you again, Chrissy, Chronic, Cleanup. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the next podcast, everybody. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. Here to make more money so we can spend more time with them.
That's good. Absolutely. See you guys later, y'all.